Yo, what up, people? Welcome to the Joe McFo Show. My name is Jordan, and as usual, we're gonna get some drawing done. Let me get some music playing real quick because you guys should know by now I don't like to work in silence. So let's see what's gonna be the mood for today. All right, I think this one's pretty good. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to the live stream. So today, I'm gonna be jumping back into characters. This time, we're gonna be doing just some head sketches, and I think that it's gonna be a fun part of the process because rather than just doing like two, maybe three characters in a session, I could do like a ton of these in the 2.5, 3 hours or whatever that we're doing. So yeah, right now I'm working in Clip Studio Paint because I think that it's moving much faster than Photoshop. Unfortunately, Photoshop is kind of my home tool, but unfortunately, it's just giving me some serious issues. So I'm gonna be experimenting a little bit with different brushes. Right now, I'm using the Real G pen. Never used it before. Well, no, I have used it before, but not on a stream. So we're just gonna see how things go with this. Man, it says, this is always the highlight of my work week. Today is my Friday. Oh, snap. I'm glad to be a highlight in your week. Thank you so much for coming. Megan says, hi, Joe McFo fam. Yes, the Joe McFo fam. I don't know if you were here when we said, when we agreed to like trademark that, Megan, but it is officially the Joe McFo fam. That's how I'm going to refer to y'all. Mark says, good morning. It is 6 o'clock in the evening for me, but good morning to you, sir. So yeah, we're going to be doing some characters here. And I just want to do this because I've been trying to work on my style quite a bit. One of the things that has been kind of a goal of mine lately is to just really try some new things with the way I draw. And I noticed that for me, sometimes I'm not always as excited to draw the way that I currently do. So I'm trying to practice that because when it comes to like making the comic for Shadowboxers and or even the animation and all the production work, I want to make sure everything is as fun and stylized as I can get it to be, while fitting in the confines of what I'm looking for. So yeah, I'm really trying to do something unique here, and if I can kind of figure it out in these streams with you guys, then I think it'll be well worth it. Because I've done so much with y'all. Like Chef Fufu, I think is just an automatic classic. I showed it to a group of high schoolers the other day, and they thought it was the coolest thing ever. They're like, "Oh my gosh, that's such a great idea!" So yeah, it's awesome. Amar says, hi, Jordan, working today with my partner today. My girlfriend / BFF volunteered to pose for me today. She's not my love interest, to be clear. She's a cosplayer and finally asked her to pose for me in favorite cosplay. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, work those connections. Do how you can. Hey, I'm folding clothes, watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and getting ready for tomorrow. I still have to watch Full Metal Alchemist. I've been told multiple times to watch it. But I'm glad you're enjoying your evening. So we're listening to While She's Powering in a Marcel Lee Baloun OC design. I don't think I know who that is. Who's Marcel Lee? All right, so right now I'm just I have some reference on the side. I'll show you guys in a little bit what it is. But these characters don't have, well, I guess in Joe McFo show fashion, we could always give her a backstory. But these characters right here don't have any particular leaning towards anything. I'm just trying to experiment with stuff, so if something sticks, then hey, we can totally use it. But yeah, so how was everyone's week? Did everyone do anything cool? I spoke to some high school students. I saw my former art teacher from high school. I haven't seen him or really spoken to him much in like 9 years. That was really great. And I'm wearing the hoodie that I got from their student store, the Harvard Westlake store. So yeah, it was pretty awesome. I had a great time there. All the students were super interactive, and apparently they want to have me back there, so it's cool. Let's see. She's power channeling her vampire adventure time sub. Oh, okay. Can we use the collective power of the Joe McFo fam to pressure Jordan into watching Full Metal Alchemist? Oh my gosh. Only 5 minutes into the stream, we're already peer pressuring me, huh? Is that how it is? That vampire girl from Adventure Time. Oh, okay. I've only seen like 2 episodes of Adventure Time. I didn't think it was that funny when I saw it personally, but maybe I was in a bad mood. I didn't give it a chance. I don't know. Where do you even watch that? I guess HBO Max, right? Is that where you would watch it? So right now, I'm drawing from the reference that I pulled up on another screen, and I'm also looking at this book that I got at Lightbox by, here, let me get my screen right, by Hikem Habchi. He's really dope artist. I'm looking at just some of his loose style is something that's really awesome to me. So yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm looking at the reference. I'm trying to like study and learn and everything. It's a lot of fun. My parents found my art YouTube channel this week. That was fun. What does that mean? What's wrong with your art YouTube channel? Hi, congrats on the new teaching position at Academy of Art. Thank you so much. You know, it's interesting. I've actually been there since like September, but I never updated my my LinkedIn. But thank you so much. It's really exciting. Apparently, everything's going really well. You know, I got my student reviews and stuff like that, and apparently, I am a well-liked teacher. So, yeah, it's going pretty good. Let's see here. So, I don't know who this lady is. I guess we can make her some type of. She looks like she could be some sort of warrior almost, but and there are female warriors in my world, so I guess we could do that. But let's see, how are we gonna do this? With thinner neck, and it may be Let me give her some rounder, softer features. Give her some thicker lashes. Yeah, this is the stage where we just kind of play. You know, this is kind of the fun of character design. Whenever I'm designing a new character, I will literally do like 10 or 15 of these types of sketches, and just kind of figure stuff out. There's never really any rush. I'm just kind of trying to say, what could happen? What are the possibilities here? And that's always a lot of fun. Let's see. I think I'll give her some sort of. Just pretend those are just locks that are kind of put together in a bun like that. The photo reference I have is not very clear on what's happening behind her head. I'll show you guys. This is what it looks like right now. So yeah, she's got this really interesting scarification here too. But I could add like the neck. I don't know if that's called jewelry or what it is. It looks like it's just beads, but could add some stuff there too. Let's see. Adventure Time is pretty weird. It's not something I feel like you'd like. Okay, thank you for being honest with me on that one. Oh, cool. I didn't know you worked there. So cool. Thank you. Megan, yes, Fullmetal Alchemist should be right up Jordan's alley. I'm shocked he hasn't watched it. Part of it is because I'm always so busy. You know, like there are so many shows and movies on my list. It's kind of difficult, and the list is just always growing. And you know, when you work like 20 jobs like I do, Netflix is not always like right on top. And so you just got to get things done sometimes. I know that probably not everyone's going to like that reasoning or excuse, but it is my reality. Okay. And guys, by the way, since we're doing characters tonight, I would love to hear some suggestions from you guys. I think that you all have such amazing ideas. They're always really engaging and really fun. So if you guys have something you just want to throw out there and just say, you know, of course it's just going to be a head sketch, but if you have something out there that we can do, let me know, because I think that you guys have some really great ideas, and I like hearing your feedback and stuff. And that's what we're here for in the Joe McFo fam, right? That is exactly what we're doing. So let's see, how do I let's transform? Just move up that cheekbone a little bit. I'll make her. Some of these settings I'm so not used to. Let's make this eye a little bit bigger. All right. I don't know how I like sketching in this brush. This would be good for an inking brush, but let me try the one I'm more used to. Let's see. Uh, Mark says, fun because I sort of told him I want to do art full time. I'm from a computer science background, and my mom was like, how will you eat? And so on and so on. Oh, I see. Okay. There's a lot of ways people can eat as an artist. And I mean, there's artists who can make up to 100,000 a year, and maybe even more than that. It's just, you got to work your way up there. You got to pay your dues, but it's definitely possible. Now, I can only speak for the entertainment design world of things. When it comes to things like, fine arts and, ceramics and stuff, that's where I start to go like, I don't know, you got to talk to someone in that field who can talk about that more. But I understand your pain. I'm sorry about that. The income question that I think every artist has questioned and thought about. I ask myself the same questions, honestly, and I'm doing okay, but like still I ask myself that. My papa is like that. I totally understand. Sunday night is my only night I watch TV. Okay, thank you for understanding, Amanda. I appreciate that. Let's see. It's going to get better after we make our millions. Yep. I mean, the thing about being an artist is that it's challenging because you want that support from people, but at the same time, you also have to know how to believe in yourself. Like there's something about that is sometimes very tricky for people, especially who are not used to kind of defending something that is out of the norm. Being an artist is not typically the most sought after job when it comes to job security and whatever. But I don't know. In my opinion, I like the fact that I can draw for a living, and usually all the times that I'm working has to do with me working at the Cintiq or something, and I don't have to do things I don't want to do. So, I mean, well, I'll take that back. There are some projects I don't want to do that I do anyway, but that margin is far less often than if I were, I don't know, something like an accountant where I don't want to do that. No offense to accountants, but I just couldn't do it. Y'all are important. Let's see. I think you just need to work hard, and for my specific field, UX design, graphic design, networking is a key thing. Yeah, that's key for every field, including mine, including anything outside of the art field too. Networking is how people is where you get to where you're going to go. Amanda says, yeah, I'm from a fine arts background. Yeah, I don't know anything about that word. You got to ask Lauren on Art Prof about that one, or Clara. Did you know that Clip Studio Paint can import Photoshop brushes? It's not quite the same, but it can give you a good start. Actually, this brush I'm using now is from Photoshop. So I did know that, but I wanted to see what the real G Pen was like, and I like it, but not for sketching. It just feels kind of stiff to me. Can I request a head sketch of a grandma? Oh, okay. We could a head sketch of a grandma. We haven't done a grandma. Okay, let me look up a grandma. Who's a grandma? Cicely Tyson is a grandma. I don't know how many of y'all know who Cicely Tyson is. She was an actress from, I don't even know. I mean, how long was she active for? She's born in 1924. She just died at the beginning of 2021. And she was what, 95, something like that? But she's been acting since 1948. Okay, so that's more than most of y'all's parents have been alive for. She's got this very graceful, fantastic old lady kind of look. So let's use her as a reference. Actually, can I do this? Let's pull that to the side. Yeah. We're going to do a grandma with an interesting haircut, I think. Let's see what happens if I give her like a mohawk. Okay, so if we're doing a grandma, I got to erase some of that here. Let's see. Sketch out the eyes. There's going to have to be quite a lot of wrinkles on here, but wrinkles I kind of reserved for the end. And then I also like making the features a little bit bigger than normal. So let's see. Grandma. Whose grandma is this in my world? Is this like the lady at the bus stop kind of grandma? Is she the one who's baking cookies for everybody? Curious what y'all think. Amanda says, I got plenty of grandmas. Gotta get those grandmas in. How else will the characters get their sweaters and cookies? That is so true. Gotta get the grandmas in with cookies and sweaters and all that cool stuff. Yep, pray, hard work, and network. Or work hard and network. But I think hard work and network kind of sound better. Anyway, just for the rhyming. Okay, so we're doing Cicely Tyson. Let's give her the really strong cheekbones. I'm gonna give her. Let's look at some of these other pictures too. I don't want to just look up Cicely Tyson old. I feel like that's kind of jacked up, but realistically, she's in her 90s. So, although she does not look like she's in her. Does she look like she's in her 90s to you guys right here? Like, doesn't she look like she's in like early 70s or something? It's insane. There's a saying that black don't crack. And yeah, I would say it's true. Well, okay. Well, the saying can sometimes be expanded, and sometimes it's black don't crack unless you do it. But she's not one of those people. So yeah, she just looks amazing. I hope that I look as good as her when I hit 90 something years old. Add those wrinkles. So when it comes to drawing old people, you just have to know like what things to really emphasize. One of the key things I'm going to add, obviously, is wrinkles, but you got to know where to put them. So I'm doing them like underneath the eye a little bit. There's going to be some right here in this, right by the nose. Things are going to be a little thinner as well because the collagen levels decrease as you get older. So let's give her some kind of a wrinkly lips. Let's see here. She like a thin, I guess we can make her a thin grandma. Some grandmas are really, really large too. I'm so much more used to Photoshop settings. Like I was like, what the heck is brush density? What is that supposed to do? And I was like, oh, it's opacity. And then also doing this in kind of animated style too is going to be fun. Let's see. Manette says Aletha's grandma. Oh, okay. That's an interesting idea. Maybe in a flashback. That could be cool. She could be the old cat lady. I wonder why you say that of all people. Kathy has 2 cats. Black don't crack. My mom looks older and she's 54. Oh, snap. There you go. It did sound better, but I also just woke up, Jordan. Hey, no worries, man. No worries. Can't all be doing alliteration at 6 a.m. or whatever time it is out there. I'm actually thinking about reactivating my YouTube account where I interview different artists and designers to provide people more advice and education relating to the art field. Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't do that. I think because you interviewed me, and I think that's something that would benefit a lot of people, you know. And even if it doesn't, let's say your channel doesn't blow up right this second, you know, there's still the thing about YouTube is that you can play the long game, and it's really, really great. You know, you can discover something 3-5 years later, and it still can create a massive impact. Matter of fact, in Art Prof, some of our best videos have been the ones that are, you know, 3 and 4 years old. So yeah, do it. Reactivate it. Okay, so what I did here is I just kind of pushed out the zygomatics, which are basically your cheekbones here. Then need to create some more sagging and stuff. How do I do this? I think the neck can also play a big role in how I do this. Have a little bit of sag there. Yeah. Okay. Then the hairstyle. What are we doing for the hairstyle? Because she's got, look at her. She's looking fresh. Look at that. That is a hairstyle I would see on a 25-year-old in LA easily. You know, she's crushing it. So I don't see why. I gotta figure out what we gotta do. Don't forget to give Jordan his likes, fam. Yes, please. For all you guys who are on, please like the video, comment on the video, and the more you do stuff like that, the more the channel grows. So I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much, and thank you, Mark, for the reminder. I got a blister yesterday from sharpening my colored pencils. I decided to sharpen all of them. Oh my gosh, how many do you have? That's ridiculous. Megan says, hello, my cat lover sister, referring to Kathy. Kathy and I should be known as the OG SB fans. That is actually not a bad idea. You guys are the OG SB fans for sure. For sure. We got to make like special t-shirts, like certified OG fan or something. Do you typically draw 3/4 profiles for this type of thing, or is it a preference? The reason I do 3/4 profile view most of the time is because it's the most difficult to draw, and you get more of the character that way. So if you actually look at any, matter of fact, if I were to show you just this book again, just if you flip on any random page, most of them are going to be 3/4 view. It's just easier to get a sense of who that character is. So yeah, I would definitely recommend doing that if you are designing characters or anything. 3/4 view is always the best. You get a little bit of the side and the front view that way. It's just better. All right, so yeah, we got to figure out the hair for her. Let's see. I don't know if I want to do this hairstyle. And of course, she's wearing wigs for some of this stuff. Let's see. What's a good hairstyle? I'm gonna do something unusual. Maybe I go back to Pinterest for this one. Let me see. Something that I can actually replicate as I draw, because I could totally do this, but this just looks like too much. Oh, we could do another head wrap. Let's do a head wrap. Yeah. That looks graceful. I like this. So we're going to do that. Uh-oh. Where'd he go? Ah. Okay. Well, it doesn't want to show up, so I'll just draw it and you guys will just pretend like you could see everything that's happening. Or you don't have to pretend, but it might be boring if you don't. Let's see. By the way, guys, I was doing some writing this week, and the first season of Shadowboxers, I have a pretty solid outline of what I wanted to contain. I'm still gonna keep working on it, but progress is being made. So obviously I don't talk a lot about the writing of it on these streams because I want you guys to be surprised when it comes out. And then after like the first couple of episodes are out, then you guys can, I'll be more open to answering questions about process and, influences or, questions about characters and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of the tough thing. Like, if you want to promote something like this and keep it a secret for that long, it's really, really hard. And I actually kind of understand why they have to have these PR teams training actors about how to talk about their film when they're promoting it, but also not spoiling it. So I actually have a little bit more sympathy for Tom Holland and Mark Ruffalo. Maybe more for Tom Holland because he's younger. Mark Ruffalo's been in the game for too long for him to keep making this same mistake. He spoiled how everyone died in Avengers Infinity War. And he's like, bro, you're gonna love this, man. Everyone dies. And John Shields looks at him and is like, dude, come on, man. And he's like, oh, not everybody. So yeah. Ooh, I'm kind of liking this. How many times do you see an animated character with a hair wrap like that? I think this is kind of cool. Changing the landscape of animation in webcomics, I guess. Although I'm sure there's lots of webcomics with black characters. All right, and then a lot of these rounder shapes are also helping to convey a sense of kind of calmness and not calm. Well, I guess this could be calm, gentle. Yeah, all that stuff. Give her a little twinkle in her eye. We gotta name her. Who has a name for her? And you guys know the rule. We gotta have like a non-American sounding name for her. And it can't be Sicily. Can't be Sicily. But what can we name her? There we go. And lots of wrinkles here, some thicker eyelashes. Let's give us a little more cartilage in that ear. Gotta have that ear just drag a little bit. By the way, guys, did you guys hear the new Avatar movie is coming out in 3 years? I'm super excited about it. By the way, I did that on purpose. Hydration check. My little Avatar Spidey drinking game is in effect. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. Did someone say cats? Yes. Oh my gosh. Do I like Clip Studio or Procreate? I like both, actually. I know Procreate better than I know Clip Studio. I'm using Clip Studio right now, but it's still a semi-new program for me. I've used Photoshop for the last 12, 13 years or something. So it's a little weird for me to kind of get adjusted to this, but it just makes everything so slow on my computer, especially when I'm trying to stream that anyway. And so I'm like, you know what, this just might be a sign that I need to just, get with the program a little bit. So yeah, I like both personally. If you guys want me to draw in Procreate, I will. All I have to do is plug in my iPad. It's not a big deal. Let's see. You have 2 cats. They're my alarm clock to wake me up at 4:30 every day since they saw me waking up this stream once or twice. Now this is my new normal. Oh my gosh, that's wild, man. I appreciate your devotion. That is so cool. Amanda Norris, Megan refused to spill. Wait a second. Oh, Amanda's trying to get the secrets. Honestly, there's too many secrets for Shadowboxers, and I haven't updated Megan or Kathy on certain things yet, just because I just haven't had the time. My document for everything is 108 pages now. It used to be, I remember hitting milestones like, it's at 50 pages like 2 years ago, and it's like, now it's at 80, now it's at 100, now it's at 108, and it's only going to grow. It's literally like my Bible of everything Shadowboxers. So like, if, and don't worry, it's backed up, so I'm not gonna lose it. But it's backed up in multiple places. But it's one of those documents where it's like, if someone had it, then they could literally recreate the project. If they could sift through the notes that I still haven't cleaned out yet, because there's a lot of stuff in there that I haven't adjusted. Okay, this is an interesting page right here. All right, so we got our grandma. I hope that's satisfying for y'all. Should we match it with the grandpa? Let's match it with the grandpa. Let's see what we got. Let me find the reference here. All right, not a good reference. We'll switch the head turn, so we'll do it facing the other way. Oh, she can be yachted, pronounced yachty? That sounds so grandma-ish. Yachty or Yodi? Yodi? I'm sorry, I'm not understanding the way you're pronouncing it. I'm already drinking water. Good. Got lemonade tonight. That's not a bad idea. I could go for some lemonade. It's some in my fridge, but I'm already started streaming, so I'm not going to get up and do it now. Get with program. Haha, I see what you did there. Wait, what did I say? Wait, I'm so lost now. Oh, did I make a pun unintentionally? I think that's probably what happened. If you're going to do comics, you'll probably work with Clip in some capacity. The speech bubble tools are a must. I like the fill tools better than Procreate. A lot of time saved in just that. Yeah, actually, I prefer the fill tools there too. The Photoshop fill tools are trash compared to Clip Studio. It is not even a fair contest. And on some level, I can't blame them. Photoshop and the Adobe and stuff, because it is a photo editing software, and we've kind of adapted it for drawing, but they're definitely falling behind with their fill tool and stuff. And unless you download like a plugin, which I tried to do and it didn't work on my stream, so I got to figure out how to do it. All right, let's see. So we drawing a grandpa. Drawing a grandpa right here. Let me turn my camera. Okay, I have a guy with a nice big old nose. Hey, we're just gonna make him sick of everybody's crap. Just, you crazy kids. with all your powers, get off my lawn. You know, all that fun stuff. Yesterday, I was around some kids and they were all trying to guess my project even more. They're like literally every week they're just like, "What's the updates? Can we know about this? Can we know about that?" And I keep telling him like, "No, you gotta wait until the thing comes out." And he's like, "Well, when's that gonna be?" He's 10, right? He's 10 years old. And I said, "Oh, it might be like a year or so." And he's like, "I can't wait till I'm 11 or 12." I was like, and he just gave me all the reasons why. He's like, "I'm gonna be doing this and this," and I just put my hand on his shoulder. I was like, "You know what, bro? I think you just need to be patient." And he's like trying to come up with solutions for me. He's like, "Why don't you hire someone? Why don't you do this?" And I'm like, "Bro, do you have the money to hire all these people?" Like I'm not like the friends I would have work on this need top dollar because this project is that important to me. I wouldn't want to pay someone cheap if I was spending money on this. So yeah, but it was just funny. It was really funny. Let's see. Yodi. Okay, Yodi. I like Yodi. Okay, let's do that. Yodi sounds kind of like Jody. Let's do that. Yo. How'd you spell it? I want to make sure I spell it right. Yeah. Oh, it's spelled Yodit, but it's Yodi. It's like Yodi. All right. All right. Let's give him some nice sockets under his, or not sockets, but wrinkles, bags under his eyes. Give some wrinkles on the forehead. Maybe I don't think there's gonna be smoking in my world, but because for the kids, you know, for the kids. But I want him to chew on something, maybe just like a toothpick. No, looks too. He doesn't look like an old man if I do that. What do old men eat? What do they eat? That looks like a toothpick. Let me see. Anyone find they draw people facing a certain way? I always draw people and animals facing right until the same topic came up with me in a group I'm in. I still can feel weird drawing things that face left. Actually, yeah. Kathy, BB to it. Are you left-handed by chance? Because I'm the opposite. I'm right-handed. Yeah, like if you like, so I'm left-handed. I naturally draw facing this way. It actually is more of a challenge for me to draw the opposite way. So that might be it. Usually, people tend to draw the direction that their hand faces. But yeah, you just got to practice that. Yes, Procreate fills are horrible. Yeah, it's Yodi. It's one of my bestest friends' names. She's from Ethiopia. Oh, very cool. I like that. Well, tell Yodi I said thank you for letting me use her name. And you know, with Procreate fill tools, I don't think they're horrible. I actually think they're pretty good. But I think when you compare them to Clip Studio, that's where things change. Because Clip Studio is just so like ready for it, you know. And especially when you have like the reference layer on there, I think that's what really changed the game for me when they added that feature. Yeah. Okay, so who is this old man, guys? We gotta come up with a story for our boy here. We got Yodi and old. Is this a married couple? Is that who they are? Is it maybe this is her older son? Like maybe she's in her 90s, maybe her son's in her 60s or something. Maybe he's still living with mom or something. I don't know. What do you guys think? Fill me in. And if you don't do it, then you know, I can always do it later. But I'm curious because it might impact the way I draw some of these. Let's get with digital tools, you can draw facing any direction, then flip. You can do that, but I find that rather inefficient. And plus, you know, everyone knows the mirror trick where, you know, if you want to find the mistakes, you just mirror it. And sometimes you don't really want to do that all that much. Okay, I think I was doing a little much with this mouth, this muzzle here. It's a little wide. It's breaking up that center. There we go. No, go away. It's the spinny wheel of death. I don't know if you guys can see it. But yeah, you can't see it on the stream for some reason. Oh. Hold up. Leave. Okay. Okay. Let's also give him some headgear. I'm looking at this reference photo, and he's got this interesting. I don't even know what this thing is called. Does anyone know what this is called? It just says a well-traveled man. This is what I was looking at. I don't know what this is called, this whatever he's wearing, but I don't even know if I can mimic it because I don't know what it is. That's a challenge for me. One of the benefits of digital. Yes, I'm right-handed. Make it grandma's new boyfriend. Oh, grandma's new boyfriend. That's interesting. Okay, that's fun. Are you using the imperial system for your world, Jordan? Or are you going metric? I don't know what that means. Can you fill me on what that means? They seem like neighbors that always yell at each other. That's a good one. Don't know why I thought about that. I love his eyebrows. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. Old man's name should be Musa. Musa. He looks like a Musa. Okay, I can work with that. Musa. Mama say, Mama sa, Mama Kusa. What if that was his full name and he just shortened it to Musa? You think I would probably get sued for that, actually? But that would be really funny. Actually, yeah, I would get sued for that because Michael Jackson got sued for that when he used it in his song. He sampled it from a song called what was it called? It's from a song in like 1972 where he sampled it, and I guess I don't know if they didn't credit him properly or whatever. And then he got sued. I can't remember what happened with the case for that. But ironically or interestingly enough, when Rihanna did the same thing, she was trying to sample Michael Jackson, but she ended up getting sued too when she did Don't Stop the Music. Watch me get a copyright strike for just saying Mama say, Mama sa, Mama kusa. Wouldn't that be something? We can make a little mustache that doesn't really grow. Yeah, I'm sure we've all seen people like that. You know who does have that? Is Jay-Z. Jay-Z, for some reason, cannot grow facial hair to save his freaking life. Like, I don't get it. I've seen him try, but he's never like had a full-on mustache. My dad couldn't grow certain parts of his beard, actually. We used to make fun of him for it. He had like this weird, he could grow a goatee just fine, but I have more of a beard than my dad ever did. And he would just grow like this part right here, and the rest was just empty. And we're like, dude, you need to shave that crap off. Like that is not the business, sir. That's not it. Imperial, miles, gallons, ounces, metric, kilometers, liters. I haven't thought about that, to be totally honest with you. That will probably be one of the last things I figure out. And honestly, it will probably not even come up until I have to write a scene with that in it. I think in terms of feet and, and all that. So, oh my gosh. Oh, that's so unfair. My friends just hit me up saying they're going to go see Black Panther at 8:15. They just let me know right now. Oh my gosh. All right. They'll just have to see it without me. I'll go see Black Panther another time. Yeah, I'll probably think about that moment after I need to write it. Shoot, actually, hold on, let me respond to them real quick and just tell them why I can't. I got 2 people text me saying they just saw Black Panther. I'm like, oh my gosh. Such a betrayal. Oh my goodness. Anyway, If any of you guys saw Black Panther already, please don't spoil it for me. Please don't spoil it. Musa, middle name is Fa Haha Mufasa. Oh, that's cool. That is funny. I think I would get sued for that too. Have you not seen Black Panther yet? Someone spoiled it for me. I have not seen it, and please don't spoil it for me. Fun fact, I've never seen a movie in theater, Blu-ray all the way. Wait, what? You've never seen a movie in the theater? That is interesting. I've never heard that before. No, I've been trying to stay away from spoilers. And so far I've been successful. I don't know how much longer I can keep that up though. But the thing that makes me sad about this scenario is I asked this friend who texted me, and they said, "Oh, I'm not going to be around this week. I'm going to another city, and then I'll be back, and we can go see it." And then I just got a text like, "Hey, me and my mom are going to go see Black Panther. You want to come?" And it's like, of all the freaking nights, like if I got this text last night, I would have been down, But today, not today, because this is when I stream for y'all. It's the Joe McFo show. It's the Joe McFo fam. I can't let y'all down. Even if there's just 9 of us or 10 of us, whatever. I have no idea what I'm drawing on this guy's head. It's just in the reference, there's all these puka shells on them. So I'll just use that as my reference. I'm sure there's some sort of cultural significance to this headwear that I don't know about. Okay. Yeah, but I'm sorry that someone spoiled it for you, Amanda. That really sucks. I still am not over the time someone spoiled Infinity War and Endgame for me. Infinity War was spoiled by my mom because she was pissed off that everyone died. And she's like, "Jordan, I just have to rant to someone. Can I just tell you?" And I was like, and I had already kind of seen spoilers by this point. And I was like, "Fine." She's like, "Okay, well, I just think it would." And she just started going off. And then for Endgame, I was at Target with a professor of mine, and I was looking at a magazine during the checkout, and he came up and just saw it, and he's like, "Wow, that's crazy! Dead, and just named all the characters, and I was just like, man, I haven't seen the movie yet. It was so painful. It was so painful, and I went to see it. Oh, and the day I went to see it, I had a roommate who's had some friends over, and they're asking what I was going to do for the day. I was like, "Oh, I'm finished some work, and now I think I'm gonna go watch Endgame in the theater." And he's like, "Oh man, you're gonna love it. Tony Stark dies." And I was like, I want to punch you so hard right now. I want to, I didn't understand how someone could be so thick in the skull where they would just say something like that. It was ridiculous. Anyway, I'm probably going to watch Black Panther in March or something. Oh, that makes sense. They're going to come out with it really soon, I bet. Moo is cranky because, like Jordan and I, he realized he's old, and kids these days haven't watched a single movie in the theater. Wait, who said I'm old? I know you were not calling me old, Megan. What the heck? Let's see. Manette says, last movie I saw in theaters that I wanted to see was Crimson Peak. Otherwise, I just go with the kids I work with plus size. I don't have to pay downsize. I've seen some dumb movies. Yeah, well, yeah, a lot of movies are dumb these days, unfortunately. I feel like Musa should have a scar. A scar? Okay. Honor! Yeah. Okay. What should we put a scar on here? Maybe on his lip. Let's do one on his lip. Maybe this one's for honor. Gotta figure out what he's doing. Let's see. That sucks. My sister went to see it without me, and I'm so sad they went out without me. I'm upset, but it's not their fault. I had to work during the movie. We're just telling my bestie that it comes out on Disney Plus next month or something like that. Oh, that's pretty cool. I bet they would come out really quickly. I'm sure they want to get stuff from the holidays. They text me back. This is actually very painful to send right now. Just saying, go watch it without me. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I mean, you don't feel old when you hear that some people have never seen a movie in the theater before. No, it didn't make me feel old. It just made me feel like you're missing out on an experience. I think I'm older than Jordan, by the way. I think most people on this stream are older than me, even if it's by a couple months. I assume the ha-has are for the honor comment I made. I think that counts as a hydration check. Yeah, probably. I actually should drink some water too. Let me get some in. Okay. Kathy says I literally laughed out loud. Otter. Oh my goodness. Kathy, me too. And so I'm sure my roommate must think I'm insane. That's what you get when you ask for scars. Maybe we'll do like a double scar, something like this. I wonder how we got those scars. I don't know. All right, so we got Musa, Yodi, and we gotta think of a name for her. Miss Young Warrior girl over here, or at least someone who looks like she can fight you. Maybe not. I don't know if she's a specific warrior, but she looks like she's tough though. What could her name be? I have names in my list in my document that I've saved, so we can totally do that somewhere. I can just pick something out there. What the heck? All right, who are we drawing next? We drew an old man, old lady. Oh, you know what might be cool in him actually? Before I stop, let's give him some glasses. Give him some small, kind of rectangular frames here. It's like he's just kind of like, he had a tough past because of the honor scars, but then he's also a scholar. I'm curious. So I know that like in a lot of shows and movies, they'll give the person who's intelligent glasses. Is that one of those stereotypes that just like really that people who wear glasses who are okay with, or is that something that's annoying? You know, because there's also an association with being like a nerd as well. But I don't know. I feel like if I was associated with being intelligent because I wear glasses, I would be okay with that. So I don't know. Give me your thoughts, especially for those of you who wear glasses. I know there's a couple of you who do. Let's see. OMG, he went from grizzled warrior to angry librarian. I love it. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta spice things up a little bit. You just gotta stir up the water a little bit. You know what I mean? Stir up the water. Okay. Dang, now I gotta find someone to go see Black Panther with. I texted one of my friends, and that was it. So now I'm like, who can I go see it with? Who lives in the same city? Okay, let's do. We'll do a face that's a little bit more straight on, I think. Yeah, let me flip my page and get some more inspiration. Oh, perfect. We got like 6 people in here. Okay. All my references have people with head wraps. It is so fascinating. Okay, nice shaped nose in here. I'm just gonna put angry librarian before I forget. You know what one of my favorite library scenes in any movie is? For those of you who've seen Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, there's a scene where they're trying to figure out this sort of secret message in this old library, like thousands of years old, and they have to break the floor. And so while Indiana Jones is breaking the floor, he times it with the woman, the librarian, stamping the books, and she was like, "Dude, boom, it like shakes the whole library, and she's like, and she's freaking out. He does it like 4 times. It's hilarious. Let's see. Great backstory. Totally a stereotype. I love when people think I'm smart before I open my mouth. I think it's a cool stereotype. I think a lot of people actually look better with glasses. Oh, here, let me. Here, you know what? I have my. Since we're talking about glasses, I have my blue light blocking glasses. Are they smudged though? Let me clean these for a quick second. I forget I have these all the time. I pay good money for them for this, like all $11 or something, and I never use it. And my eyes are probably gonna regret it one day. Let's see how I look in these. My eyes are just like shy. I feel like an anime character whose just eyes just like shine. The shine just goes over the lens like that, you know. Kathy says, "Haha, I see you, Jordan." Yeah, you caught my reference. Hey, yo, I'm gonna lurk today. Hey, what's up, Bernice? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. For context on the movie theater thing, where I'm from, we had lots of drive-thrus for a while before IMAX have rolled in, and once it did, theaters are so flooded with people. I think they ruined the experience for me, so I just wait to watch movies in the comfort of my home. I would love to watch a movie like in a drive. I've always wanted to go to a drive-in theater. I've always really wanted that. I think it's so cool. Also, I became immune to spoilers. You have to like not be on social media to become immune to spoilers too. Cameron Stevens looks like the headwear is a tiara. I guess so. That's kind of funny. I don't know what this headgear is that I gave him. I saw in the reference, it just wasn't clear. It looks sort of like an aviator hat from like the 20s or something, but it wasn't. It had puka shells, so I'm not 100% sure. Bernice says, "Oh, LMAO, I love that Indiana Jones scene. It's classic. All right, let me get back to drawing here. I guess we're just drawing old people tonight. This is like, for some reason, just drawing the wrinkles and bags in the eyes is just really, really fun. Let's see here. What can I do? Let's give this guy like a really like light bulb shaped head. Where like strong cheekbones and just really square chin, square jaw like that. I think that would be cool. And then we can give should we do a pointed nose? Something like this, I think. Yeah, let's make these eyes a little bit more slanted like that. A little more. Shoot, I might have to go see Black Panther like tomorrow because now I'm just jealous of my friends who are seeing it. 3 people have seen it already. I'm like, how in the world? And I live in LA too. Like, there's plenty of theaters showing it. I just gotta find the one where no one's gonna bother me. I still remember my original experience seeing Black Panther though, and there were so many people on the opening weekend that I had to split up with my friends. I went with like 4 people, and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was so action packed. I loved Killmonger as a villain. I thought he was great, and obviously King Chadwick was excellent. And then that moment at the credits, some of you guys might have seen my story on Instagram, but it was that moment where All the Stars starts playing, and which has literally become like one of my favorite songs outside of anything like Michael Jackson or something like that. It's probably my favorite song now. Like, for those of you who've seen Stranger Things and you know about Vecna and the whole music connection, I think All the Stars would be a potential candidate for my song of choice if I had to get out of Vecna's grasp. Let's see. The drive-thrus died, unfortunately. Yeah. Well, they're starting to come back a little bit, at least here in the States. There's a couple that have opened back up, especially when COVID was starting. I don't know if they're still doing that because everything's opened basically. But yeah, I just made me put on my blue light glasses. Yeah, I guess we're all just starting the trend. So do I look more intelligent though? That's the real question. Do I look like 5 times more intelligent than I look when it's just like this? Or is this really changing the game? Because I need to know. I wish Killmonger had lived. He could have become a great anti-hero. Um, I don't anti-hero. I don't know if he would have been able to become a hero. I do think he was really compelling, though. I will say that. Um, I think it was really compelling, but I don't know what else you could have done with him. Like he kind of took it to the edge. He took it to the limit. He's like, I want to be king, and he technically, well, I guess he technically didn't become king because. Wait, I know someone in here didn't watch the original movie. I'm gonna be sensitive to that, but yeah, but yeah, it was a very powerful movie nonetheless, though. Very powerful movie. All right, so what's this guy's name gonna be? I don't know. He looks like a PE coach or something like that. Like I don't know, something about him just kind of makes. He looks like the kind of guy that makes you want to run, who wants you to run laps. You know what I mean? Does anyone else get that feeling? I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we can give him a kind of a. Let's make him lose some of his hair. Bam. There we go. Give him some big ears. I've been doing big ears on everybody today. I guess that's a theme. Old people and big ears. I'm gonna have to just rename the stream, I think. You look like you work in a chemistry lab. That's funny. You always look like a smart young man, glass or no glasses. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that. You can't spoil a movie that's years old. That is true, but I'm gonna be sensitive because I know that person wants to see the movie. So I'm gonna be gentle about it. That's grandma's old boyfriend. Oh, grandma's out here. I don't want to think that grandma's for the streets, but grandma is got a pretty good track record so far. He's a good looking guy. I think she has a type. I think she likes big noses and ears. She must think it's cute or something. So this photo reference I'm looking at right now, this guy's beard is mostly like white for the mustache, but then the bottom part is all orange. I think that's actually really cool. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. Look at that, he's got like an orange beard. I think that's sick. Everything else is white. It's like salt and pepper and then paprika out of nowhere. It's great. Let's get this mustache filled in here. See, this is great because at some point during my comic, I'm going to have to fill it up with background characters, and I can literally just take these drawings and be like, here you go. Here's a whole world that's populated now. And just use them, especially with their background characters. Although I do have ideas about like adding people that might reoccur, like a barber or something. Because Javen has a fresh cut. He's got a nice lineup, even though he has a big old widow's peak. And I think he's going to need that. Need a haircut every once in a while. He looks like he's a kung fu master that's about to make you kick a straw dummy 1,000 times. I think that's Ishnu's job, but that's funny. Grandma got around, huh? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, there have been a lot of cases of increased STDs in nursing homes and retirement communities. There was an episode of Parks and Rec about it. That was great, but it is a real thing. I don't know how to respond to that. That is really unfortunate. I'm glad they're finding love. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, it's like gross attention. Just that's a salute. That's funny. I'm working on this perspective drawing, and my vertical lines are always slanting. I think it's probably because I'm right-handed. Probably. Are you not able to use a ruler or something like that? Because that was what I would do. A ruler, or another solution, if you know you slant your drawing, just turn your drawing and just, how you normally draw, just kind of account for it that way. That's what I've done before, and it works. Okay, so got this. By the way, to Mark, when you said I look like a chemistry guy or something like that, I find that really funny because I suck at chemistry. I don't remember anything from that class. Science was just not my subject. Science was never my category. The only chemist I know is Walter White, and yeah. Yo, what if I made him Walter White in this world? Actually, not a drug pusher or something like that, but just this really dark kind of guy. That would actually be kind of cool. He kind of does have a Walter White aesthetic. And he's got this, give him like a little mole here, because Bryan Cranston has a little mole on the side of his nose. Yeah. Instead of Walter White, he can be like, I don't know, Brandon Black. I don't know. Yeah, I like this guy. He's cool. Let's see. That's called going out in a bang. Yeah, tell me about it, right? When in doubt, zoom out or step back if you're working traditionally. Ishnew's child-friendly version of Drinking Buddy. That's funny. That is funny. I like that. I think he actually has some potential. This could be a cool character right here. Those cheekbones. Everybody got some serious cheekbones in this world. But, although that technically is a genetic thing. But yeah. Let's give him some more to work with in this area. Probably get his beard too. Now let's get some of the hair. Yeah, there we go. All right. How would we do a kid? We've done some adults. Let's do a kid. Let's do like a 5-year-old. Who can I look at as a reference for a 5-year-old? Oh, I know. Who's that girl from My Wife and Kids? The little girl. Parker McKenna. I think that's her name. Yeah, this girl. She's the play in the show called My Wife and Kids. Just the cute little girl on the show. She's not the cute little girl anymore. She is bad. Now she's like 30 and gorgeous, but I can still use this as a reference point. Little girl pigtails. All right, let's give her a round face. So whenever I'm drawing kids, I always think round, and I also kind of squish the face a little bit. Here, you could say that they're more stretched out, they're longer because they're adults and they have proper proportions. But since she's so little, I could totally get away with, big eyes. This actually isn't too different for how I would draw Kayla, to be honest with you guys. I think this could be Kayla, a young Kayla, even though she's already pretty young. Not all kids are smiling, but I think this kid should smile. This little girl. Because she's so cute. Let's see. What comments am I missing? He sells blue rock candy to the kids at the corner. Oh my gosh, that would be funny. That would be really funny. This is my favorite design since Fufu. Oh, This guy, the Walter White guy. Fufu is classic. He's gonna be put in there. You know what? One of these days, maybe once I finalize the design, I'll do a stream where I do like his turnaround. I don't think I'll be able to do a full turnaround in one stream because that takes me a long time to do. But if you guys are interested, let me know. I wouldn't mind trying it. I was going to say use Anya as a reference Spy fan. Anya as a reference Spy fan? Wait, who's Anya? Do I know Anya? Oh, is this girl? Is this who it is? Oh, she is cute. Too anime for me, but she is cute. You know what I've never seen? I've never seen a little girl with a sick mohawk. Let's give her a mohawk. I was going to do pigtails initially, but I was like, wait a second. Let's spice it up a little bit. I don't know what parent would allow their 5-year-old daughter to have a mohawk, but you know what? It takes all kinds, and there's plenty of parents who allow their 5-year-old kids to do stupid stuff anyway, so why not? Plus, she's going to be a background character, so let's try it out. I don't know if you guys have seen that video of there's a little boy and he's trying to show his dad that he's Batman, and he jumps off a flight of steps and it, like, crashes on the way down. Like, he makes it 3/4 of the way and hits his head or it hits his back on the wall. And he just stands up and his dad just looks at him and is like, did you hurt yourself? And he's like, a little bit. Or actually, he might just shake his head. He's just been like, yes. And he's like, I don't think you should ever do that again. That was crazy. That was crazy. The kid wasn't crying, but it was really funny nonetheless. Started like Nico and the Sword of Light or something. He could be the elder on the council that always disagrees with Javen's dad. Oh, that's a good one. That's not a bad one. He sells Blue Rock candy on the side. That actually is not a bad idea. That's a good point. I do need to have someone like that. He's going to have to be a whole council. Okay, everyone's talking about Anya being the best. I don't know who Anya is. I do know an Anya from the Dragon Prince. I think she's really awesome. She's like this little queen who's like 9 years old or something, and she's freaking awesome. At least I think her name is Anya. I still have to watch the new season of Dragon Prince. It just came out like within the last week. And I know they have like this massive like 7-year time jump or something. I always feel weird about time jumps. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, sometimes they're really cool and they're done really well, but other times it's like I want them to remain, you know, the age that I know them as. You know, like Arcane, they did that really well. And I think probably because they were teenagers, you know. But a show like Dragon Prince, I'm a little scared. Or even like Legend of Korra, I was like, man, I kind of want them to still be teens, you know, even though they were doing the exact same adult stuff, but or stuff as adults. But I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Ear, something like that. I don't know who this little girl would be. Maybe Kayla's former best friend or something, like in preschool. Maybe they run into each other later. Oh, I missed a special guest. Hey everyone, it's Prophet. What's up, Clara? Thank you for coming in. Oh, Jordan is wearing glasses. Yeah, these are my my blue light reflecting glasses or whatever. And we were trying to decide if I look more intelligent in them because there's a stereotype that people wear glasses are more intelligent. So I was trying to test it and also save my eyes. Time jumps feel lazy to me, but I've also never seen it done well. Okay, that's interesting. So, what about like Avengers Endgame? Like that one had impact to me because there was a 5-year time jump, and it felt very, very real. Like you could see how everything just kind of changed. So, yeah, I don't know. Does he look smart? Amanda asking the important question. I'm just going to pop in for a bit. I took a super long nap after the stream today. I need to catch up on work. Jordan always looks smart. Thank you, Claire. I appreciate that. Wait, there's a new season of Dragon Prince? Yeah, it just came out like within the last week. So they're doing season 4 now, or they just released season 4. And it has like a slightly different title. Like it's got a what do you call it? A subtitle to it. Man, it's exactly what I said. You should give her earrings. Good idea. I think I will. It came out last week. I was disappointed. It was disappointing. Oh, snap. Okay, without spoiling it, I'm curious to know why it was disappointing to you. Is it because of the time jump or the story just wasn't that engaging? I'm really curious now. Oh, earrings and headphones. Headphones actually is pretty cool. I don't know how I would do headphones and earrings. I think we got to pick one or the other. So I think I might do headphones. I don't mind time skip as long as it helps shape a story by showing growth or showing cause and effect situation. Okay. I think time jumps are better if they're shorter, personally. Like I don't want to see like no 10-year time gap unless it really, really matters. Like kind of like you just said, like if it's a situation where you see them as a kid, and then now they're all grown up, then but the story is mostly about what they were like as an adult, and maybe they meet some of the same characters that were in the flashback or something. I think that's a little different. Yeah. But yeah. Okay, I'm not liking this face very much. She's not as cute as I want her to be. What can I do? Let's try I'm gonna play around a little bit because like I said, this is not going the way I want. I think it might be your chin. This chin is like way too round, I think. Okay. Then we're gonna give her mohawk here. But I did like the headphone idea, so let me actually make a different layer real quick. Change up that color, and we'll give her some Dre beats, because that's what all the cool kids wear in the world of Shadowboxer. They wear Dre beats headphones, or the equivalent of. I don't know what this will be called just yet. I should have a Dr. Dre in this world. Actually, I was joking with a friend of mine, and I was saying how pretty much the whole world is basically filled with like people who are black or who are somehow brown skin. And someone was like, "Would you ever include like a white person in there?" I was like, I had this fantasy of like putting Eminem in there somehow, just like the old school version where he's wearing the tank top and the baggy sweats and everything, and the dyed hair and like the earrings. Like there's just something about that image which is so funny to me. In this world, I actually really want to see that happen. I don't know how I would make that work, but I'm thinking about that. Okay, gotta give it a little logo. So let's just say, I don't know what that logo is, but it's a logo for now. Okay, there's that, and then the rest of it's coming come out from her hair. Yeah. So I could say hair is going to be something like this. I guess I could leave the hair all big. I just need to make like some sort of indication that there's like some compression or some layering going on. Cheat with animation. Yo, I was watching the Spectacular Spider-Man animated show, and they have Doc Ock on the show, and the design is really funny to me in a cool way. Like, so Doc Ock, he has this kind of frame right here. He's got this big old stomach, and he's got his feet. And then he's got, for his arms, he got this power sword. It's just this big disc on his stomach. It looks like a big old wrestling belt. And all you have to do is take the disc out to unpower his arms. And it's something that's really like satisfying, but also kind of funny to me. It's just this giant disc on his stomach. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I forgot about Endgame. That one was good. I like too that some of the TV shows also addressed the impact of the snap. And then what happened was when snap was reversed, so that's the exception to me. Well, after 3 years, I was hoping for more, bigger, and I felt the story didn't go for it enough. You're referring to Dragon Prince, okay. Do you have a really, really rich character? Atana's pretty rich, actually. Atana's rich. I don't think she's going to be like the, snobby rich type, but she does have a lot of money. OMG, Jordan, that's hilarious. I assume you're referring to my Eminem comment, but I don't know what you're exactly referring to. An oligarch of sorts. There's gonna be other rich people for sure, but Atana is wealthy. So the headphones go over or through the hair? Both. I'm still trying to figure it out. The mystery of Erebos. I saw this on my list a few days ago and wondered how come the show looks like it stole Dragon Prince character design. Yeah, it's because it is Dragon Prince. Trying to age it up a bit. I'm uncertain because, I like all the characters the way that they are. I like Ezra being a cute, 10-year-old who likes the little jelly tarts and stuff. And I hope that his pet didn't change. What's the pet's name? The toad that changes colors. What is his name? Does anyone know? Dart? No, that's Stranger Things. That is Stranger Things. Who knows what I'm referring to? It's the cute toad that changes colors. The headphones here. I'm trying to think, how would this work? You know what? I got an idea for the headphones. We're just gonna rotate them. That's all we're gonna do. She's too concerned about her hair. So they're just gonna kind of wrap behind. I've seen people do that. Haha. Modern problems require modern solutions. Dave Chappelle. All right, let's do this. Let's erase some of that ear here. Then I'm just going to merge this layer. Merge layer below, and then just color all that the same. Kids are kind of difficult despite their simple features, because if you do something wrong, it really looks wrong. Like if they're not cute enough or something like that, it can really stand out and mess up your entire flow of your design. So you definitely want to make sure that you pay attention to how all that's working. It'd be funny if the headphones are on top of her hair, so there's just this flat section in between this voluminous mohawk. That would be funny, actually. I know what you're referring to, but I forgot his name too. You know what? I need to just look this up. Dragon Prince Toad or Reptile, whatever it is. Glow Toad. Bait. That's what his name is. Bait. I said Dart. I was thinking of D'Artagnan from Stranger Things. This is him. Just this really cute but angry, or not even angry. He's just kind of grumpy. He's kind of like not quite Eeyore. Eeyore's just depressed, but he's got a energy to him, But he's really cute. Pop copy shop. What? What is a pop copy shop? I moved to Ohio, so I joke that getting Chappelle to voice a character on SB is the dream goal. Yeah, that would be sick. I don't know who he would voice. Maybe this guy. Maybe this Walter White guy. That would be really funny. Yeah, it's a new arc in the series, but I think that's what bothers me about the story. It has a 2-year gap, but the gap didn't affect any story arcs. No consequences, in the Yellow Toad's name is Bait. Okay. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to check it out when I can. There's like 4 shows I need to watch outside of the ones you like, Full Metal Alchemist, but I still need to catch up on Cobra Kai. I still need to watch all of Love, Death, and Robots, and I still need to watch the movie Intergalactic. There's like 2 other shows that I'm missing right now, but anyway. So Ezra is now older, but he was the best part. Yeah, that's how I felt. I was like, he's like a cute Huey Freeman. Not all kids are cute. That's true. Not all kids are cute. I think all kids are entertaining, though. Whether you love them or hate them, I think they're all entertaining. Anyway, I know what I'm doing today. I feel like it's hard to make this edgy kid design super cute. I guess it depends. Maybe, you know what I think it is? I think it's the blank expression that's kind of bothering me. Let me try doing something a little more fun. Let's do something like this. Just even a smile, I think, will help a little bit. I think you're just too blank. It doesn't have to be the biggest smile in the world, but it's something. I gotta work on my drawings of kids. It doesn't even really feel like a girl anymore, but whatever. It's all good. It is all good. That's what the stream's about. We're just doing quick sketches of stuff, little character sketches. And we've already done 5. It's only been an hour and 20 minutes. And I would say a good 1/5 of that has been just me reading comments. So I think we're doing pretty good on time. Let's see how far we can get. All right, let me start a new layer. And let's also save this because we never know. We never know what's going to happen. Shadow boxers. Characters, background characters. Okay, cool. Let's see. Oh, that's a creepy reference. All right, who else do we want to draw? Who else do we want to draw, guys? Anybody in this world? We're just making stuff up. I finally started watching Kipo because people on these streams kept talking about it, and I'm loving it so far, especially the soundtrack. All the songs are so catchy. I love the instrumentals. Kipo is such a fun show. Actually, I was telling a friend about it the other day, and she had this big paper due, and I talked to her early in the day, like at noon or something, and she calls me at like 9:30, and she's like, I'm ashamed to say this, but I just watched like all of Kipo. She watched all 3 seasons in a day just because I recommended it to her like loosely, and she's like, I can't believe I stayed up that long watching it. It's crazy. Benedict Cumberbatch, oh my gosh, we're not doing Benedict Cumberbatch. These are Shadowboxer characters, Clara, come on. Or my new crush, Terry Crews. Okay, we could do a Terry Crews lookalike. We could do that. That would be fun. Terry Crews. I still can't believe you just found out who Terry Crews is. That's hilarious to me. Let's do a side profile. And so we're just doing head sketches. Oh, you know what? We can't do a side profile. We gotta do one of these. We gotta do one of his serious faces. Yeah, we gotta do that. If we're doing Terry Crews, it's either gotta be like overly joyous, happy, or that. Let's see. Let's pull this over. Actually, is there an overly joyous one? Maybe I'll just do 2 sketches of him because now these are just regular smiles. I need him going like being all like wild and stuff. But I kind of liked, where's the other image? This one was kind of cool. He's making that face. That's a fun face. Let's do it. A plus size character that isn't a villain or a comedic sidekick. Okay, we could do that next. We could do that after the Terry drawing. Making my way downtown, dun 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 dun. Eminem is the only white person allowed. It's freaking hilarious. OMG, I think I looked at every single post on Terry Crews' TikTok. I'm obsessed. Oh my gosh, what in the world? Is that why you took a nap? Because you're just so overwhelmed by Terry's awesomeness. Watch him in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He does some art in it, and honestly, he's one of the best characters. I love Terry Crews because of his role in Everybody Hates Chris. I think he was my favorite part of the show. For those who do not know, Everybody Hates Chris is basically a show created by Chris Rock, and it's about his life growing up in Bed-Stuy as a kid. And Terry Crews plays his dad, Julius, who is super tight on money, and like to the point, like it's neurotic. And he just says, like, let's say you're using a salt grinder or something like that, and you spill something. He's like, "That's 42 cents worth of salt. You better eat that." He just goes crazy. You turn up the heat. That's 87 cents worth of heat. Man, boy, save him some money. Like, he just always does that. It's the funniest thing ever. I absolutely adore that character. To the point where when I found out that Chris Rock's real father died in like 1987, I got like a little depressed. I was like, no, we can't live without Julius. Like, he's so awesome. So, yeah. All right, so we gotta make him mad. So let's really push those brows. And his nose got the wrinkles in his nose as well. Let's see here. White guys, Terry Crews. Manette, I need to get started on that. What are you getting started on? Oh, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Okay. HWM plus Terry Crews. What is HWM? Did I miss something? Okay. Prof, I told you once, I'll tell you again, drink some water. Got a glass right here for me. Terry Crews has one of the best smiles. Yeah, he's a really cool guy. I like Terry Crews a lot. I know he got canceled for something, though, like not that long ago. And by not that long ago, I basically mean like 2 or 3 years ago, because canceling is, I mean, how long has that really been around? But yeah, I really like Terry Crews a lot. He just seems like a really genuine guy. Very talented. And only like 0.4% body fat somehow. Okay, let me change up the music a little bit. I liked Feeding the Ducks. Let's play that one. Okay. Hot white man. Oh my gosh. I think some tweets on Twitter about BLM, but I didn't look into it. Gotcha. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like paying attention to that stuff either. I think it's kind of ridiculous. Trying to cancel somebody sometimes. But anyway, we're going to keep this lighthearted. I'm not going to comment too much. We're just going to draw. All right, Terry Crews is a really powerful chin, so let's just put that in there. Thing is just chiseled. You know, I actually think I've liked Terry Crews in every role that he's ever been in. Like, he was in The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler and Chris Rock. He was in, like I said, Julius and Everybody Hates Chris. I wonder if that's how they met, actually, from The Longest Yard. I wonder if that was why. But also White Chicks, obviously. I forget the character he played, but that was really funny. That movie would never fly today, though. No one would make White Chicks today. But it was such an iconic movie. It's like the same level as Mean Girls, in my opinion, in terms of how iconic that movie is. Just defined a generation. Now, I was probably way too young to be watching that movie, but because I was a mere lad at that time. Really chiseled jaw here. Got to have a thick neck. I wonder who he would play. I wonder who he would be here. Just this mad. Looks like a bouncer, honestly. But my characters are too young to be going to a club, so I don't know. Maybe he's What if he's like, what if he owns like an ice cream parlor? What if he just does ice cream or something? I think that'd be funny. That jawline and that charisma. Yeah, the jawline is definitely got to be emphasized here. Let's see. All right. Let's fill in the goatee here. You know what I think I might do with his beard, actually? I saw this guy on YouTube. His name is D Sharp. He's a violinist, black dude, and he has the most interesting shaped beard. It's like got a zigzag in it, and then he has dreadlocks that are dyed green. And I think there's something so cool about that. So I think I'm going to look him up real quick and just gather that as reference. Let me see if I can find him. See if I can find a good picture. Yeah, here we go. Look at that. Look at that beard. It just kind of like does a zigzag thing. I think I want to try that. And he also has a nose piercing. So let's change it up a little bit. He's ASAP Bunny's sidekick. He could be. He totally could be. He is so charming when he dances, just like Hugh Jackman. Bouncer at the skate rink. Oh, that's not a bad idea. We gotta have a skate rink here. Yeah, that's a good idea. No, haha. I think he looks a bit like The Rock, but he's Samoan. I guess they're built similarly. I could see why you would say that. OMG, that's what I was thinking. The ice cream man. What if he's just the guy who just has? What if he's actually like Julius and just has a trillion different jobs in different places? And he's like, one time he's the ice cream man, then he's the bouncer, and they're all like current jobs. Like he's not getting fired. He just manages them all somehow. I think that would be really funny. But yeah, let me get that cool beard that this other guy had. Actually, believe it or not, this is kind of what my dad's beard looked like, except it wasn't this like crisp. And we were like, nah, bro, you got to cut that off. That was about as much as he could get. He actually was jealous of the fact that I could grow more facial hair than him. I always thought that was funny. Okay, let's see. And then let's add a little bit more to the chin here. It's like, I ain't letting you win. I ain't letting you go on a skate with those shoes on. Or maybe he'll be like, we out of rainbow sherbet, dog. You gotta pick another flavor or something. It'd be great. There's something about like having this big tough dude play the kind of role that you wouldn't expect that I think is really fun. Yeah, because like I think the challenge when creating a project is you want to find a way to make it kind of charming, and I think that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out is just like, how do I make this something that is something that is not just a good story, but is also just, it's got things like that are actually charming, that are fun and and silly, and kind of lets people break away for a minute. Finding that balance, I think, is really going to be key. And so far, I think we're doing pretty good. I mean, Chef Fufu, man, that collective idea is freaking brilliant by itself. I swear he's going to turn up in this project somewhere. Oh, now she got a beard. Yes, I was thinking The Rock too. Skate, shop park, only cool kids allowed. Yeah, exactly. Or someone who works in a shop with thin glass bases. That would be awesome. He is everywhere, and the main characters are confused because they're like, how are you here? You had the ice cream shop. No, man, I'm the bouncer. Like he was the doppelgangers all over the world. That would be perfect. I actually think that's a great idea. So what you're saying is that you got your beard genes from your mom. Oh, don't you usually get your hair genes from your mother's side? Isn't that how it's supposed to go? Because my dad was a barber. He used to cut my hair all the time. literally, and so I've actually never had a barber aside from him, and I cut my own hair now, and I know you can really tell because of all this, right? But he would always, when I'd sit in his chair, he'd be like, "Boy, I don't know where you get your hair from," and evidently, it was I think it did come from my mom's side because he always tell me I had hair like my grandfather, who whose hair was a little bit more soft. So yeah, you honestly, you might not be far off, Mark. I know you meant that as a joke, but I think you're not too far off. Yeah, there we go. Get your ice cream. Let's see. What should I have him say? I want to put like a speech bubble on top of him. I'm gonna figure it out. I'll think about it. Oh wait, I forgot his nose ring. Hold on. Yeah, he's gotta have the nose ring. That little shine right here. Yeah, gotta have that. If he doesn't have a nose ring, what is it worth? What is this design worth? Excellent. Okay. So we got Terry Crews design right here. And then someone said an overweight character. Okay, so let's see. Who is an overweight person that I could use as a reference? Let me think. How about Lizzo? Yeah, she's got. The reason I picked Lizzo is because you could see it very clearly in her face. Some people can kind of hide the fact that they're overweight. But Lizzo, like, you can actually see like it's all coming down here. And I don't say that to be insulting, but just realistically, I think she's actually good choice for this. All right, let's see. And as far as them not being a side character, I have to figure out where the story is going to go because I have all my basic characters already designed. You guys have seen them. And just to remind you all, in case y'all haven't seen them in a while, let's bring them up. Let's see what we work in Twit. Let's see. Artwork, characters. Bam, here we go. Yeah, so these are all the characters so far. So they're all pretty fit, admittedly. So yeah, so this is the main crew. There's going to be more that I'm going to add, but they're not going to be in the story for a while. So I have some time to figure out how they're going to look and stuff like that. But yeah, this is basically what we're working with in terms of character design. Yeah, he's the babysitter. Haha, that beard is sick. I'm glad you like the beard. I want Chef Fufu side stories. Oh, that's a great idea. I've been trying to figure out how I could do spinoffs once the main story ends. And I think that actually might be a great idea. Genetics equals wild. I know, right? Or at least Chef Fufu end credits. That would be funny too. The Nutty Professor. Oh, the Nutty Professor is a good one. That's a great idea. Terry Crews is a regular at Fufu's. It is always orders extra food to share with pork chop. That's cute. I like that. The Nutty Professor, bro, I was expecting that. Man, the Nutty Professor is so funny. Oh my goodness. Excellent movie if you guys haven't seen it. For a couple of weeks ago, I can't say I discovered this song, but I heard a song for the first time. It's by Janet Jackson. It's called Doesn't Really Matter. Yo, that song is so good. I can't sing it because first off, her voice is so high pitched. I couldn't even try it. Like it wouldn't even sound right. But it's a beautiful song if you guys haven't heard it. And basically, the whole song is like, I don't really care like what you look like or what other people think of you. As long as you love me, I love you back. That's basically the song. It's beautiful. I didn't mean so much as a side character. What I mean is overweight people tend to be made out as villains, like Nedry in Jurassic Park, or they're just a dumb comedic relief. They're not taken seriously. Oh, I see. Interesting. I haven't seen Jurassic Park, so I don't know that reference. But the other one, you made another one, right? Yeah, the comedic relief. I've definitely seen larger characters as comedic relief. Okay, I'll have to see how I can do that. So I can represent. because realistically, not everyone's gonna have a low percentage of body fat. So yeah, one of the things I really don't like is tokenism of any kind. Um, I know I made that joke about like Eminem and stuff like that a second ago. I think Eminem can handle it as long as he doesn't write a diss track about me. Then I think we'll be fine. Because oh man, my feelings will be hurt if he wrote a diss about me. You find out everything like I was on 8 Mile, and you'd be like, he went to private school and all that stuff. And I just don't want to deal with that kind of flack. I'm too sensitive for Marshall Mathers. but yeah, I really don't want to just have like the token overweight person or the token this person or whatever. I really believe in the idea of just people being people, and I think it actually hurts more to have the single representative of whatever culture or whatever that you're trying to implement than to just create a dynamic character that fits in that world realistically. Like Caleb McLaughlin, he's on Stranger Things. He plays Lucas. So basically the one black kid. He's talked about how much he struggled by being the one black kid in the show. And even like if you look at his followers on Instagram, he has significantly less than all of his co-stars, despite the fact that he's been on the show since episode 1. Like he's one of the first characters you see in the show. It's like the one scene with the scientist running and then the 4 kids in the basement. He's one of them, So, I understand those types of struggles. And I've been there too. I've been the only black kid in my class or my job or, whatever the case is. It just, I'm used to it by now. But I think for what I want to do, I want to try and see if I can sort of eliminate the whole token thing. I think it would be good. You haven't seen Jurassic Park? Neither have I. Yeah. Sue me. Y'all haven't seen Jurassic Park? Shocker. Yeah, it's that's also on my list. If y'all saw my watch list for like HBO Max and Netflix and stuff that I haven't seen, you guys would probably be kind of ashamed. But I think I've seen a lot of the movies that matter to me. Like I know, like I guess classics are different for everyone, but like I've seen Beverly Hills Cop so many times, and that to me is a classic. I know Clara knows what I'm talking about if she's still on here. Just an excellent movie. It's so funny. For those of you who don't know, it's Eddie Murphy playing a cop who witnesses his friend getting killed. So he goes to LA to solve the murder of Beverly Hills specifically. And he's like this beat down Detroit cop. And he's just hilarious in the movie. He ad-libs so many scenes. And you could see actors in the movie like trying not to cry when he's like making up jokes on the spot. It's just absolutely hysterical. Probably my favorite movie with him in it, next to Coming to America. All right, so Lizzo's kind of got she got very strong Cupid's bow, which is this kind of divide in the upper lip right here. She's just smiling all happy. She's like, look at me. I'm on the red carpet with this really ugly wig on. That's a really terrible looking wig, I gotta admit. Let's see. Get a little bit of fat here. Okay, and that's her chin, but I also got to account for the rest of the weight that's under here. So okay. Kingpin is another character. He's massive. I think Doc Ock is usually portrayed as large, or like Bridesmaids, Melissa McCarthy, I think are characters obsessed with losing weight for the wedding. Kingpin is definitely a big character. I think he's definitely meant to be like massive, like muscles. Like he's like an endomorph. He's fat and muscle, so he's just gigantic. Doc Ock, I think it depends. I always kind of see him as kind of either or. He just needs to not be in shape, basically. You need to be fat or you just be skinny fat. I think some movies have been so overly analyzed, so I feel like I've seen them, and so I don't really have the desire to do so. Jaws is another one. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way about some movies. Like it's just like whatever. There's an animated show on Netflix. Can't remember what it's called, and I didn't make it through the first episode because the main character's friend keeps commenting on his weight and losing a certain number of pounds. Oh, that does sound annoying. Like it's this running joke, and it's the only thing that defines the character. Yeah, that's frustrating. I wouldn't like that. Eddie Murphy is comedic genius. Jordan and I watched Coming to America together in California, and OMG, we could both recite every line. That is so true. I know almost every line in Coming to America. And Clara, remember that comment I made, the wipers one? Wasn't that great? So there's a scene in the movie where at the very beginning of the movie, Eddie Murphy plays this Prince Akeem from Zamunda, and it's his 21st birthday, but he's been pampered his whole life, like to the nth degree. And he's like, I forget what the character's name is. I'm just gonna make up a name. He's like, Zula, it is my 21st birthday. Do you think just one time I could use the bathroom by myself? And he's just smiling out big. He's like, most amusing, sir. And he's like, wipers! Then he just starts crying. And so Clara, on one of her photos on Instagram, she's like this, and I'm like, what? And she's like, what does this make you think of? And I put, wipers! It's excellent. I'm glad you caught that, Clara. I was so happy about that. There has been controversy about actors in Hollywood who wear fat suits. Really? I didn't know that. For a role like Tom Hanks and Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser is actually overweight, though. Are you talking about like back in the day? Because he actually put on some weight. That's interesting. Art Prof, yes, or look at almost any role Jack Black plays. Hydration break. Did I name one of the buzzwords? I don't think I did, but good that you're doing that. I should probably take a hydration break too. I just laughed so hard. See, that's what we do, Claire. That's what we do on these streams. We laugh really hard. Oh my goodness. Wait a second. I think my friends are not going to see Black Panther after all. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Hold on. Oh my goodness. I feel so much better. Now I have people I can go see it with. Claire, you missed it. So basically I asked some friends earlier in the day. I was like, hey, you want to go see Black Panther? And then they texted me while I was streaming like an hour into it and said, hey, we're going to go see it. Are you free in 30 minutes? I'm like, no, I'm not free. I'm streaming right now. And now I just got a text saying they canceled it for the night and we're going to see it another time. And so now I have more time to practice my Wakandan accent. Because I have to go in style. If I go to the theater to watch Black Panther, I have to be ready for it. And it cannot be during a live stream. It cannot be during a live stream. my 9-year-old cousin still thinks I'm the Black Panther, y'all. I don't know what. I don't know how they explained Chadwick Boseman thing to him, or if they did. That actually bothered me, to be honest with you. When Chadwick died, how all these kids like made tributes to him with their toys and stuff. I actually don't think it's a good idea to tell kids that the actor has died or the Black Panther has died. I think they should just enjoy it, because when you're that little, sometimes I think it just destroys them, because so many people looked up to him and it was a sad event. But sometimes I think kids just need to, just be shielded away from stuff a little bit, Because I'm talking about like 4-year-olds were crying over it, Like, how do you even comprehend that? I just think that's sad. Just live stream the movie to us, haha. Oh man, I don't want to get canceled, y'all. My channel is already pretty small. Next thing I need is the Joe McFo show is canceled for trying to stream Black Panther. Yeah, I was on TikTok though. I saw this guy with a really cool Letterman jacket that had Black Panther on it, and I'm like, whatever that is, I need it. I need a Letterman Black Panther jacket. That is so cool. Okay, let's get the ear. Okay, So we gotta think, who is this lady? Who is this character going to be? She definitely looks like she would like she looks like the kind of the singer at a bar, honestly. It's like I don't know if I can get away from the whole entertainment look with her. Maybe because of the way I drew her makeup and the bedazzled ears. I gotta pick a better hairstyle than this, though. That is just awful to me. Even this is better. I just noticed she's got a really tiny forehead. That is so fascinating. Wow. I drew it, but I didn't even didn't register to me. Like, she's got a really small forehead. Man, that sounds like a horrible experience. She could be a hairdresser. A hairdresser is not a bad idea, actually. I do like that. So we have a hairdresser. Oh wow, she got a ring on her bottom lip too. Let's copy that. We're gonna copy you, Lizzo. As if we weren't doing that enough already. It's always kind of hard to do the belly or the under the neck fat, because the harsher you draw the line, it starts feeling more solid. She's just got no neck, poor thing. Okay. I did not mean to zoom in that much, but it is what it is. I do not like this neck. Oh my gosh, this is frustrating me. This is literally what drawing's all about. It's just like trial and error. You gotta fix so much stuff all the time. Yeah, here we go. I want to do something slightly more interesting with this hair than what I just did here. So let me see if I can find a cool reference. Whoa, that's cool. I think I'm gonna do this hairstyle next. That is a cool look. Zendaya. Zendaya is my version of Claire's Benedict Cumberbatch. Let's see. It's a cool hairstyle too, actually. What can I do? I've been collecting these references for literal years. I don't even know how I'm going to use them all. Yeah, let's just give her like some makeup or something, or maybe some jewelry. Ishnu's got something like this on his head too, so we can just give it to her as well. Little diamond stud. Maybe she's got other studs on her face. She overdresses for work. If she's a hairdresser, we could do that. She overdresses. I kind of like that. When you draw a character, you can almost like imagine how they sound. That just hit me. Like I think I know how she talks. I'm not gonna attempt to imitate it because it might be insensitive, but I think I know how she talks. I've heard the voice before. I'm pretty far, guys. Look at this. We've done, what is this, 7 heads so far? Nice. Lots of different varieties too. I like it. All right. Who is next? Waitress at Fufu's by day, club singer by night. Oh my gosh, y'all are great. I've been trying to teach the kids I work with that fat is not a bad word, just a description. And I often use Lizzo as an example of how someone can be fat but still in shape. That's an interesting. You know, I saw something on TikTok about how some people. I think it was on Dr. Phil. It was a TikTok about Dr. Phil's show, and they were trying to ban certain words. And I didn't look at the whole list or anything like that, but I was like, wow, you're trying to ban certain words. It's not like the N word or something like that, but it's just things that people say every day, like the word fat, or, you know, even regular slang phrases. Like some things are just kind of benign. It's a little much, in my opinion. It's a little much. But whatever. It's not my cross to bear, I guess. Ooh, kind of like this. She's very pretty. Look at that face. Doesn't she look like she's telling children a scary story? Like she's just like, aha, I got you. You know, like she's impersonating the Wicked Witch of the West or something. Oh wow, look at her face. She is so graceful looking. Oh my gosh, I have to draw her. We are drawing her. I'll switch up the angle so I'm forced to do some different things. Let's make her face kind of long. She's got this regal feeling to her. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? Like, there's something to her that just feels like above any mess. Like I'm just above this. Any nonsense. Sorry, I'm trying to work out Black Panther plans. So now, all right, let's see. Before I go, don't forget to like this stream. Yes, please don't forget to like the stream. There's only a small crew of us in here, but all the likes do matter. They make a big difference. And it also just warms my heart to know that you guys like the video, especially after I tell you to do so. So thank you very much, Kathy, for the reminder. Thanks for a fun stream, Jordan. Glad you had fun, Kathy. I hope you laughed a couple times, and hope it inspired you to help me come up with more Shadowboxers ideas. All right, thank you, Kathy. Yes, so please like the video. Please comment on it afterwards. Tell me what you think. I think Amanda, I think your comment was really funny. It was like, it was a live stream. I liked it, or something like that. That had me laughing. I was cracking up at that. All right, so let's the regal look. How do I do this? I think I'm also gonna have to kind of give her these types of eyes. There's something about the kind of the eyes that are more straight across like that. There's something about it that feels slightly more regal or delicate. I don't know why exactly, but I've seen it work. And then give her a longer nose. There we go. You know, one thing I also want to experiment with is changing up the different features to make them look mixed race every once in a while. Like, I know that most of the characters are going to be, like, I think all the characters are going to have like some brown in them, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to have like some features that look slightly more Asian or slightly more European or Middle Eastern or something like that. I kind of want to mix it up. And right now, as I'm drawing her eyes, these kind of look a little bit more Asian to me. But I think this is actually going to look really cool for her. Give her nice thin brows. Like she looks like the type of person who, if you said the wrong thing in front of them, your head would be cut off, you know? Not that I'm wishing that any of my characters. But yeah. Oh my gosh, look who's here. Uncurious AJ. Very long time no see. Oh my goodness. Thank you for coming on. What a surprise. It's awesome to have you here. Y'all, Louisiana weather is so dumb. It was 85 degrees 4 days ago. Now it's 30. Where is the fall? I think you just experienced the fall in temperature. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, that sucks though. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's have the lip. Let's do something like this. Actually, I don't even think I want to do the Cupid's bow like that. I think I want to just have it kind of straight across. And then have it be... Yeah. There we go. Welcome to the South, Amanda. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's brutal. The furthest south I've been is Georgia, and I can't remember the time of year I went. It might have been August, but it was brutal out there. Actually, no, I've been to Texas. Actually, I was in Texas in August as well for a wedding, and that was absolutely horrendous. The weather, oh my gosh, that was it's just unreal. I don't know how people like decided to collectively just live in a place like that. You know, like, it would be a great place to set up shop in this place that's, 98 degrees and humid at certain times of the year. It's just like, oh, geez. Was that really the decision y'all made? Y'all couldn't find any other spot? There's lots of America. There's lots of America to go around. Hey, Jordan, our prof, can I get better at drawing hands by drawing other people's hand drawings? I personally think you probably could. I don't think there's anything wrong with studying other artists and things like that. But I think personally, it's best to do your own studies, and see where other artists are kind of what kind of tricks they're using, but still do your drawings. Like, I would look at a reference of a photo of a hand, and then the drawing of the style that you like, and then maybe mix the two. Speaking of mixing the style, let me turn my page here in my book. I've had this book on my lap this whole time. I think that's a good way to go about it, because that way you're not going to be influenced negatively, and you're still using your brain power to its maximum. But really, you can learn from anything. But yeah, I think when it comes to efficiency and just doing things in the long run, that would be the best move. I actually just started reading this book literally this afternoon. It's called Atomic Habits by what's his name? James Clear? Is that his name? Oh, it's on my bed. I think it's by James Clear. And I only read the first 2 chapters, but he's basically talking about how progress is typically just very, very slow in the beginning. And we kind of brainwash ourselves into thinking that's going to be, a quick thing. But you really just have to put in that work and just be consistent about it. That's the challenge right there. That is indeed the challenge. Let's see what happens if I do this. Just get rid of this makeup here. Ooh, kind of like that. I'm not sure about this. Do people have like piercings in their nose at the bridge? I can't remember. I'm trying to remember. Is it the cartilage or the bridge? Nose piercings. I'm not showing this on screen on purpose because I don't know what's going to come up as I type this. Oh, it's these right here. Okay, it's this. So I was like, there's a bone here, but I know I've seen this before. There we go. So we got the little studs there. Just got a really strong cheekbone here as well. It's a little thin. There's the 2500 challenge. I didn't completely finish the challenge, but it does help. That is also a good suggestion as well. I'm definitely a proponent of the 2500 challenge, and Janet is. I know Megan is as well, and Bernice, if she's still on, I know she would be a candidate for that as well. At South Carolina, we went from 75 to 90 in like 5 hours. That's just not even fair. I'm sorry. Mark, I think it could be useful if you have the right mindset and still do real life studies. I personally did too many photos at times. Yeah, definitely you want to vary it up. I highly recommend splitting your time between real life figure drawing studies and working from photo. You know, because realistically, you're going to have to work from photo a lot. You know, you're not always going to be like, hey, I need you to just pose for me for 20 minutes as I get this drawing down. Like, you just don't have the opportunity all the time. Bridges between the eyes. I know where well, yeah, I knew that, but what I was saying was like, I've seen that piercing, but I didn't know exactly how it looked. I was like, do you see how it connects, or is it just like a stud? Like, how is that working? So, yeah. Let's see, what else can I do? Maybe this space is too long. Let's see what happens if I just pull it down a little bit. Nah, I kind of like it long like this. It gives it some character. Kind of reminds me of the villain from Road to El Dorado a little bit. If you guys remember that dude with the ponytail who like summoned the Jaguar demon or whatever. That's what this kind of reminds me of. Let's see. So I'm drawing this stuff. I kind of like her head wrap, so let's just mimic this. I also like her makeup. So we're gonna do a little. Okay, and then we have this kind of. Yeah, there we go. Let's maybe spread the thickness at the top. Getting some Aang vibes. We got the forehead tattoo. And then I like how her hair is kind of coming out at the back. So let's. Oh, what's going on? Okay, something happens, not letting me draw. Oh, okay, I think the thing just crapped out of me. I have to reinstall the, whatchamacallit, the driver on here. I don't know why it's doing that, guys, but every once in a while my Photoshop brush or my Wacom pen will just stop working. You'll be able to see it, but you won't be able to press anything. So I have to like reinstall it. I did it once today already. I think it's because of the software update on my Mac. It just messed everything up and I can't go backwards. So just gotta bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Gotta re-download this. In the meantime, I'll read the comments. You want to see how people simplify the forms with primitives. I think usually people don't look from life enough, but I'm the opposite. Yeah, looking at primitives, very basic shapes, for those of you who don't know what that means, is super, super important. You have to be able to break everything down to its most basic component. That's the way you're going to be able to grow. If you don't understand how an arm is actually basically a cylinder, or the face or the head is basically a sphere with a couple of attachments on it. The nose is almost, how would I describe a nose? It's not a pyramid, but it's also not square. It's actually got a couple things going on depending on what angle you're looking at, but it's very triangular. You have to be able to break things down like that. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I'm just installing the software. It'll be back up in like 2 minutes. I'm at 60 hands. Nice, good job, dude. I agree. Simplifying the shapes are how I draw hands: trapezoid and a couple of rectangles and one circle. One circle. Where do you put the one circle? Is that the wrist? Is that what that is? I'm trying to figure that out. I'm on Pinterest shuffling between real photos and hand drawings. And now it's a true Joe McFo stream. Oh my gosh. Yep, it is a true Joe McFo stream. Unfortunately, I hate that is my my trademark thing. When something goes wrong with my tech, it is what it is. But you're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right. Water break. He said Aang. I did say Aang. Oh my goodness, you're right. Let's drink. Let's drink up. Let's get some water in. I guarantee you, as much as I reference the things that I reference, we'll probably be like the healthiest people on a live stream ever. We're gonna be set. But seriously, I'm trying to practice landscapes and watercolor, how to make clouds and why are clouds. Clouds are tough. I in this situation, I would look at other artists and also realizing certain rules about how clouds actually operate, like how they go back in space. They're not just flat. Some people will picture clouds like a wallpaper and they're just flat. But in reality, there are these kind of amorphous shapes, but they all do have a certain geometry and a certain pattern to them. And in fact, I think like there's a way you can look at them in perspective. Like, let me see if I can find my references for my perspective stuff. Let's see, because I know I have a whole folder of whatchamacallit, of stuff from this guy named Thomas Romain, and he's an amazing artist. But I don't know where I put those files. Okay, I can't find him right now. But just look up Thomas Romain Perspective. That's THOMAS Romain ROMAINE Perspective on anything like Google or whatever you search engine you use, and he'll come up, and it's super helpful. Yeah, he's got some great stuff. Let's make it a little more interesting. You guys can at least see my drawings as we're waiting for this to load. It's almost done. Let's see. Manette's then wash of paint and paper towels. Wait. I'm confused. I put the circle where the thumb connects to the hand because it to me it's more rounded. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, circle for the thumb. That makes sense. I did try to go light to dark. I didn't think of paper towels. I have to try that next time. Also, I would recommend using a blow dryer. Blow dryers will help things dry faster, obviously, and sometimes you'll be able to solve a lot of issues when you do stuff like that. But yeah, so real quick, guys, what do you guys think of the sketches so far? Do you guys have a favorite of anyone? We got Musa, we got Yodi, we have Walter White, Black Walter White. We got the kid, Terry Crews, Lizzo, and this kind of regal queen lady with a long face. I'm curious what you guys like. Very curious. I think for me, I'm kind of liking the Walter White one. I also like this Lizzo inspired one. I think that one's kind of fun. I'm gonna have to change her up a little bit though, because I don't want it to be like, you drew Lizzo. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to work with that. I don't want to deal with that. Bottom right gives mad Will Smith energy, so that's a fave. The bottom right one? Wait, this one? The one I just did? Or are you talking about this one? Are you talking about the Terry Crews one? I'm confused. I'm confused. Let me just make sure I'm not missing any Black Panther updates, because I don't want to have to deal with that. Okay, we're good. No, bottom left. Okay, got it. Okay, yeah, this one was Terry Crews, and I gave him a slightly different beard, which was fun. I think I'm gonna have to continue on with this one. Then we got Walter White for the dub. I think you just wanted to put 3 W's in the stream. So we got this one from Mark. Yes, it says installation successful. So does that mean I can get back to my drawing? Let's see. Yes, we're back in business, y'all. We're back in business. All right, let me catch up on these comments real quick. In my experience, watercolor is one of the most technique intensive media, so I'd recommend you look specifically at watercolor and watercolor tutorials. Yeah, watercolor is a beast, yo. I'm in school right now. I forgot. What did you forget? I'm so confused right now. Hey Joe, I'm digging the Terry Crews one because of the expression. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming on. I like the angry librarian. Oh, Musa, we got angry librarian right here. That's fun. Jordan, you got caught not numbering your iterations. Bad. Actually, my pen just stopped working. So maybe you're just being impatient. Maybe that's the issue. You ever think of that? And Walter Wyatt, close second, all clean though. Thanks, dude. Much appreciated. All right, here, just to appease Megan. I kind of like that we were calling them like certain characteristics, though. Okay, so where are we going here? Okay, so this here, I'm trying to figure out the hairstyle and everything for her. Kind of like these locks. I don't even know if these are locks necessarily. These might just be very loose. Well, I guess they are locks. They're just very loose, it seems. Got similar hairstyles. Atana. Atana's got the locks. There was a point where I wanted them too, because I saw Tarzan when I was really little, like 7, and I wanted dreadlocks so badly to look like Tarzan. And my parents were, as far as I know, they were gonna actually let me do it, but I was so impatient because I didn't want I was like, how long does it take hair to grow? Because my hair was like as long as it is now, and I'm wanting dreadlocks, and I'm like, it's gonna take a while, man. And I was like, forget it. And then cornrows was what I was into because I listened to a lot of Lil Bow Wow as a kid, and he had cornrows, and he was like the coolest 14-year-old in the world at the time. And so I was just like, yep, we're doing cornrows now. Forget what I said about the locks. And of course, I was like in the 2nd grade. So, anyone else remember Lil Bow Wow? Anyone else remember that phase of life? Is it just me? It's okay if it's just me, but I'm curious. He's not as cool as he is now, or as he was then. Haha, but there's the text tool, bro. Why in the world would I use the text tool for this? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Iterations get this. Who do you think I am? Text tool can be used for when there's some actual dialogue. Musa is someone I think will be actually very nice and have tales from 200 years ago. I don't know if I would consider him nice, but I agree with having stories from 200 years ago. That actually would work. I decided to make watercolor landscapes as Christmas presents. I don't know why I was thinking that'd be easier than portraits when I've actually practiced portraits more than landscapes. It's going to be a challenge for sure if you're not used to it, but you still have time. You still have plenty of time. And Christmas is only, or not only, but it's still a month and change away, so you're good. Jordan with locks, a new drawing project for someone that isn't me to do. Is it for me to do? Yeah, I mean, I gotta figure out what that would look like. Maybe I should include a little me. So Megan and I had this idea of incorporating a couple of Easter eggs from my old projects in Shadowboxer somehow, and just things that I like. So there's an old superhero I used to have, and it wouldn't make much sense if I told you about it right now, but I'll do it anyway. It was a superhero called Pickman, and it was like Afro Pick, like those of you who have seen, an Afro Pick, and everything was themed around that. And it was basically like a blaxploitation superhero before I knew the term blaxploitation. And I stopped working on that like when I was 12 or something, but I think it'd be really funny to incorporate that somehow in this world, and like have it be one of their favorite comics in that world or something like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that because every company or every project I think has some little Easter egg along those lines. Get some locks here. this is going good. Let's do a couple more markings for the, I guess this would be paint on her. All right, I need to change the music again. Just saw my bestie off, LOL. I saw how late it was and realized we both got work in the morning. I hate my job. Oh, I'm sorry about that. What is Bow Wow even up to these days? I think he's on like Love and Hip Hop or something, and I think he's like gone broke. He hasn't made an album in like 10 years or more than that, and he just said a lot of weird stuff on social media. So I know a lot of people aren't really feeling him that much anymore. He just kind of had a great start, but then the rest just kind of fizzled out. Yes, I don't know what the yes is. Even doing so is the pick magical? It was I forgot to describe the power. So yeah, one of them he would like push a button and it would extend the little, I don't even know what you call them, the oh my gosh, what is that part of the pick called that actually combs your hair? The teeth of the comb, or the pick would extend out like a sword, and he would fight using that. It'd be like indestructible. And then he had a shampoo blaster, and then he had this shield, which would like he pushed a button and like all this nappy hair would come out and it would block everything. I was 11, okay, I was 11 when I came up with it, but it was still like a lot of fun. From what I remember, isn't Shadowbox going to be an animated series or a comic? Or yes, so the goal is for it to be an animated series ultimately, but I don't have $50 million lying around, and I still want to get my story out there because I don't have those type of resources, and I want the project to be done a very specific way. In order to maintain that creative control, I decided I'm going to work my way towards doing a comic so I can at least get the story out there. And then maybe one day, someone will be like, hey, we want to turn this into a legit, show. And here's $50 million to make it all, so is the pick magical, or does like the superhero put his power through the pick? I don't remember what powers I gave him, if there are really any. He might have just had gadgets, but I was so young, like I didn't think about any of this stuff, so I'd have to revamp it, and it's probably going to sound very different if I end up like recreating it. Pickman, we love Pickman. That's cool. You need to do it. I feel those are animation ideas. That would be fun for sure. A magical pick, legendary. Yeah, it was just one of those things that I thought was a really funny idea, and just saying it, I wanted it to be more serious at the time, but the more I describe it, it's more funny. Like I think it would land in the same category as Black Dynamite, maybe without the super adult humor, but just the silliness of it all. So I think that would actually work really well for it if I were to go forward. So there was actually if you guys know the show Fat Albert, before Kazi got in trouble, they used to watch this TV show called The Brown Hornet, and it would be like their kind of B story. And so they'd all get into the junkyard clubhouse, and they'd have this bootleg TV set up, and they'd watch The Brown Hornet, who's their superhero. And it was super cheesy and stuff. It's like 1978 or whatever. But I'm thinking like Pickman's going to have to be like that. When the universe decides I'm rich, I shall invest / donate money to at least do the pilot episode. LMAO. Hey, you know what? I appreciate that. And I probably will be asking for some funds to do an animated pilot. So, save your pocket change. It has a Tarantino old school absurdity. That's funny. That's the first time I've heard that. That's awesome. A pick shaman. Yeah. A pick tribe with everyone with different powers. That would be cool. I actually never thought about that. I never even knew where I was going to take it. Like, that's how, like, I literally would just draw the character. I don't even think I have pictures of him anywhere. This is on Facebook. If I went on Facebook, I bet I could find a picture of him. In fact, if you guys give me a second, let me see if I can find a picture just to appease y'all a little bit. Give me 1 second, because I have to actually search for it. Because if I were to redraw him now, I would totally do things differently. I think y'all need to see like prime Pikman era. And I also didn't even spell Pikman right. I didn't spell it with a K for some reason. I don't know why, but I just didn't. I guess I thought it was just PIC. Okay, let me see. I'm not showing my Facebook to y'all, so just bear with me. Let's see. Albums, timeline photos, maybe. Man, there's a lot of stuff on here. Jeez. Nope, not timeline photos. Fat Albert was mandatory in my Midwestern all-white elementary school. Actually, true. Wow. There's no way Fat Albert was mandatory. It's not like you were allowed to leave class and the teacher wanted to show us Fat Albert. So yeah, bro, I wish you were just forced to watch Magic School Bus. Yeah, I used to have the Fat Albert box DVD set. I don't even remember when I got it. I must have been 9 or 10 or something like that, because I was really obsessed with Fat Albert when I was, I think, in the 5th grade. I was actually Fat Albert for Halloween in the 5th grade. Sadly, I do not have pictures, so don't ask. And believe me, I've tried to find them. But yeah, it's... Oh, you know what? I think it's my profile pictures. I think that's where it is. Is that it? This is frustrating. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know where it is. I really want to find this image for you guys. Mobile uploads. I'm literally checking like every single folder on Facebook. Here we go. I found it. There we go. That's Pikman right there. That was done when I was like 12. I remember doing this in the afternoon, like sitting in my room, and this was like the best drawing I'd ever done. I was like, look at those muscles, he looks so buff. I was super excited about that. Yeah, my first original superhero. So I think the date is covered up, obviously, but I want to say this was done in 2006, 2005, 2006, somewhere around there. Yeah, so I was a wee boy. I was a little child. But that was him, and it took place in the 70s. And yeah, he just had this cool pick. And you can actually tell I based the style off of Fat Albert because the smile is the exact same. That's his shampoo blaster right there. I don't know what all this is. And he had his name written on him. And he had like, I gotta find the full drawing and upload it one day. I think my mom probably has it. But yeah, that's Pikman. This is basically like the precursor to Javen and Shadowboxers. Like that wasn't even in my head at this time. But I was creating stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know it took me a minute to find it. I'm pretty sure my dad has all the Fat Albert CDs and VHS tapes. Not sure which one, but one of two. Wow, pretty organized. Great drawing for a 10-year-old. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think the idea is rad. You got to follow through. 2006, I was a baby. Jeez, I forget people were born before 2000. Yep, I was definitely born before the year 2000. So yeah, it's a fun idea. I just gotta figure out like what exactly to do with it, you know, because it's so wild. It's just, you know, I never gave him friends or anything like that. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even have villains for him. You know, it was just this idea of a character. But it's funny because he kind of looks like Javen, you know, like they look similar. They could easily be siblings. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to like, if you guys remember Fairly Odd Parents, how there would be like Crash, Nebula, and the Crimson Chin. I think it's gonna have to be something like that in Shadowboxers, where, you know, and my story, it doesn't take place on Earth, but you know, maybe in this fictional world, it's Earth itself. And so yeah, I think that would be interesting. I think that'd be really fun. But I'm glad you appreciate that you all appreciate Pikman, that you support the initial ideas of Little Jordan. Okay, let's see. Kind of like this. Will Smith, that's kind of a nice one. All right, I think maybe do one more sketch. We've been going for about 2.5 hours, so we'll do one more, and then we can call it, because I actually have to get ready for my class tomorrow. I gotta teach y'all. Oh, by the way, this is Lil Bow Wow. That's Lil Bow Wow back when he was actually like really cool. There's a couple of pictures of him, believe it or not. What should I do? What should I do? Of course, Miles Morales is on here. Gotta have Miles, my boy. Kind of like this look. It's nice. Wait, should I draw a man or a woman? I think we're pretty equal right now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls or women, because this is a girl, and then we got 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 guys. So we're gonna draw a guy. A guy to finish it off. Oh, this is interesting. Look at this. Look at him go. His purple hair and blonde beard. Okay. That has to be something, guys. I have to do something with that. So I was gonna ask y'all for an opinion or a vote, but all of a sudden none of your votes matter at this point. No offense, but I'm like, I have to do this guy. He just got these big old shades. Let's see. Oh man, he's freaking awesome. I want to know who this guy is. What does he do for a living? Like, what is this guy's life? And that expression, just the facial expression is fantastic. All right, time for bed. Good night, everyone. Great stream, Jordan. Thank you, Megan, for coming on. I appreciate you. One day, Pikmin is going to be fighting alongside Black Panther. That would be crazy. Wakanda forever. That would be sick. Pikmin is an ancient legend, only out between 3 and 9 p.m. Oh my god. Oh, here's a fun question. If you could get into the mind of any artist or person, who would it be and why? Oh man. Are we talking about visual artists or just music artists? What kind of artists? Excuse me. There's a big girl, but not a big man. That's a good one. That guy looks like he has prophecies of the future. No, he looks like King Boomy. That is funny. We can make this guy overweight. If we, I think I was attracted to just the hair, honestly, the hair, the facial hair, and the glasses. So we can make him kind of big. But we can't see his eyes, though. That's the challenge with him. Although I might still like slightly indicate it, just for the sake of understanding anatomy. And I actually have drawn a big guy before, because I don't know if you've seen our chef. Where is he? Chef Fufu, come on out. So I was designing some background characters for my Shadowboxers project, and we decided to create a vegan chef who has a pet pig named Pork Chop, and this is him. That is Chef Fufu and Pork Chop, and so he's pretty big to me. I could probably make him bigger. I think I need to add an apron on him too. But he was a lot of fun. We gave him open-toed shoes, which is not appropriate in a restaurant, as far as I know, and it's just a lot of fun. All right. Sorry, so let's finish up strong. Let's do our last drawing here. Okay, visual artist. That's a good question. You know what? To be totally honest, Walt Disney. Walt Disney is problematic for several reasons, but I think he had probably the most innovative mind out of all the artists I could think of. And it's not that so much that he was even a draftsman per se, but the ideas that he had went so far, and he also believed in his ideas, despite the commercial failures. Like if you watch like documentaries about Disney and like the way that they built their company and their brand, they nearly went bankrupt like on every single film. Like everything was a gamble for them. And you know, they were super worried about like Fantasia didn't do as well as they were hoping for it to. And you know, even though people love that film and it's a great work of art, I think that there's so much that can be learned from the way he thought about his business and his brand. The fact that this man popularized a mouse with 3 circles, we all know who that is just insanity to me. So I would like to have the mind of Walt Disney in that regard when it comes to business and artistic freedom and just pioneering new things. So I think that would be my answer. Let's see. Some serious sass and Bruce Lee energy, but also like a cyberpunk element. Okay, kind of like that. He was the thing that cyberpunk forgot to put in, which is why there were so many bugs. I mean, those pants must be so uncomfortable. Yeah, that's probably true. I mean, yeah, they're probably hard to sit down in. Um, I want to pet pork chop. Good. I'm glad we're all put in that weird place with Disney. I'm obsessed with this guy's beard. I'm gonna dream about it. I'm just trying to figure out what his beard is connected to. TBH. Yeah, that beard is something fierce. That beard is something fierce. Um, yeah. Outside of Walt Disney, I'm trying to think of another answer for you. Anyone on the Avatar crew, actually. Like especially I think Brian Canetzo, because he was the one who kind of put the ideas together, like from what I've understood about the water, earth, air, fire kind of stuff, and just kind of the vision for that animated world. I've taken a lot of inspiration from Shadowboxers, from Avatar for obvious reasons. Like it's just I think we all aspire to be as awesome as that show, who want to do this kind of thing. And they created something truly magnificent. So I would like to jump in their mind a little bit. Okay, so let's give him the beard and the hair. Let's part the hair a little bit. Yeah, I think this isn't looking too bad, right? Got the overweight guy with the cool beard and the glasses. Let's see. Anyone on the Avatar crew equals death by hydration. That's hilarious, man. You're absolutely right about that. Bro, the sketch you're drawing looks like my brother's, and I don't know how to feel about it. Oh, hopefully you feel good about it. Looking good. Gotta get some of those harder angles in there. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Well, no, if he's overweight, I can get a lot of the I can keep a lot of these rounder shapes. So I gotta make that work. I'll angle that nose though. There we go. Actually, instead of this part, I always kind of like the part up here. I used to have this back in the day, like in 9th grade or something, or 8th grade. I used to want a part in my hair, and I would put that in. I mean, technically, I could do it whenever I want because I cut my own hair, but I don't think it would suit me as much with my current stage in life. It's not what I'm interested in for myself. My characters, I do whatever I want, but yeah. Let's get those shades in right here. Yeah. Oh, he looks cool. Doesn't he look like a rapper? He just looks like a rapper who wears sunglasses indoors all the time. I don't know if you guys know the song Nappy Heads by the Fugees, but there's a line, I can't remember who said it. I don't know if it's Wyclef or Praz, but he's like, I wear my sunglasses at night. That's this guy right here. He wears his sunglasses at night. He looks like Biggie Smalls with a beard. Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. Yeah. Like, it looks like he talks with, like, food, like stuff in his mouth, like there's just so much going on in here. I think that's gonna be great. Actually, in the movie Notorious, they had Jamal Woolard, who played Biggie Smalls, or Notorious B.I.G. They made him put cotton balls in his mouth when he was speaking, so that he sounded more like gruff, or not gruff, but like it was harder for him to talk almost. Him and Ira would be good friends. That's funny. Coming together quick. Man is fast. I do feel like his glasses are twice as big. In the photo reference or in my drawing? Because they're pretty big in the reference too. Like, I don't. Yeah, his glasses are really big in the reference. But I do think I could probably fix the size a little bit. And these are just quick sketches, you know. There's nothing really crazy happening with any of these. I'm just kind of creating ideas for background characters for my project, you know. So, yeah, that's really all that's going on. Get some fat here. No, actually, I don't think I would see a bony landmark like that. Let's get a nice collared shirt. Be an open collar, I guess. It looks like him and this dude will be friends. Like, they really do look like they'd be partnering together. I'm gonna make a new layer, and I'm gonna fill in that beard real quick. I like doing this because I can kind of go outside the lines a little bit, and I can always go back in and clean up. Yeah. Slow it up Passy a bit. All right, there we go. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's color his hair. Let's give it a different color though. Let's do this. It's not exactly what I was intending there, but with that brush, but this works actually. Bam. Ha! I like him. I like him. The reference, they seem huge. Oh yeah, they are pretty big. Really put on Full Metal Brotherhood in the top of your list. It's only 64 episodes. Yeah, see, no, that's not top of, no. That's a lot of episodes. That's a lot. I'm trying to finish Spectacular Spider-Man. I've been trying to watch that for years, and it's only 26 episodes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm almost made it. I'm 2 episodes away from finishing it. So yeah, sorry. The poison for Kuzco. Kuzco's poison. The poison made for Kuzco. Wait, where did that come up? Did I miss something? Oh, are you talking about the death by hydration? So we have this. I'm curious, AJ. I think you haven't been on here. We decided anytime I mention Avatar or Spider-Man, we've turned it into a drinking game. But I decided because 1, I don't drink alcohol, and 2, I don't condone people dying because of something that I say. We're just gonna make it a hydration break. And so anytime I mention those 2, you drink water. Loving it though. Fun to watch you work. Thank you. I appreciate it. I get a sagely but slightly scary, all-knowing vibe, like an oracle. Oh, from this guy I'm drawing? I was like, me? Like, what? Like, oh, I didn't know. I think I was Sage Leia. Like, I think you're talking about the drawing. He's one of the Men in Black. That's oh, the Men in Black was cool. Maybe that's just the Matrix talking. That's funny. Love it. He looks so cool. He hasn't watched Full Metal. Shame. Yeah, I know it's a shame. I know. Everything is on my list. I got so much on my list. But yeah, I think this is kind of coming out cool. Part of me thinks I should trying to figure out how can I make him look a little more fat. This is going to be kind of hard because of the beard. Usually fat doesn't show unless it's in the cheek or the lower part of your face. You don't see fat in the forehead, you know, because there's no muscle there to be covered. But let me see, maybe if I'm I think this is good. Should we give him a tattoo? I think he should have a tattoo. I don't know what it would be though. Oh, I know what I can do. Hold on, let me pull up a reference real quick, and I'll show you guys in just a minute what I'm referring to. Hopefully my computer doesn't load slowly. Hydration break, what a sweetheart. Man, he's a cult leader. I don't condone people dying. Cult revive that too. Make his ears smaller. Dragon tattoo? I think that might be a little much considering the style. I want it to be something I can easily replicate. Because this is for like animation and comics, and for that kind of stuff, you want to just make it really simple. If I had his arm showing, that would be different. But if we're doing the side of his head, drawing something like that would be a little much, I think. But I'm just pulling up this reference. I have patterns of different stuff, so I want to see if I can maybe mimic some shapes here, like even something like this or here would be cool. Let's see what we got. I really like this stuff here. Like these kind of patterns. Oh, like this. Wait, this guy. That would be cool. That would be really cool. All right, let's see. I'm going to simplify it, obviously. We're not going to do that whole thing. But let's just see what happens. I got to pick another color. Let's just do green. Just because I said so. Let's do half his face. Let me put on multiply. There we go. I think if it were actually in color, the tattoo I'm giving him would be white, but for the sake of the stream, we're just doing it like this because I haven't colored him in. Let's just color the whole thing. Okay. And then we're gonna make sure we follow the curve for the face here. Get it on that one side of Filtrum. And then I'm just gonna copy the patterns I see on this reference. As much as I can. Just got some triangles here. And another line, some more triangles. And then, darn it, I can't see what's happening here, but let's just make some stuff up. something like this, I think is cool. What do you guys think? Something geometric, tons of options, nice one, bro. Those are cool as heck. If I was into tattooing my face, I would. Tattooing your own face would pose a lot of complications. I saw this girl working at the farmer's market. She had her name tattooed like right over here on her forehead. True, but I wouldn't, unless it was like vines or something. I wouldn't tattoo it myself. I would get someone to do it for me. Gonna simply it proceeds to add a lot of details. Well, when I don't necessarily call this a lot. I mean, it's details, but it's not so overwhelming like a dragon, because these are very, very basic shapes that are easy to replicate. A dragon is like, I'd have to do the scales, and I'd have to do the claws and the face, and I'd have to turn a certain way, and unless I did like a silhouette, that would be the only difference. But yeah, I've actually been wanting to do something like this on a character anyway, so I think it actually kind of works out. So yeah, I think that's kind of cool. All right, so we have done quite a lot tonight, guys. So the reason I said I wanted to do a stream with just heads is because I can do them much faster than a regular character design stream where I've done like a full body. I can usually only get like 2 or 3 done at the same time. But this time we got 9 drawings done, and I was reading your comments, and we were joking around and talking about Black Panther and all that stuff. But yeah, so we got there's several characters we didn't name, but we got Yodi, who's the grandmother kind of here. We got the Musa, who's this angry librarian. We got the Black Walter White, who sells rock candy on the corner or something, or potentially a council member. We got this kid. I didn't really like this sketch very much. I'd have to work this out some more. We got this Terry Crews inspired bouncer who works at a skating rink who only allows the cool kids in. We got a waitress turned nightclub singer. We got this lady who just looks really regal for some reason. And then I guess this guy's like a rapper. He's got to be a musician or something. Like, there's no way in the world you're just going to have a regular life looking like that. But yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If you have not already, please like this live stream and comment on it when it's over, because the more you guys interact with the video, the more people get to see it. And I'm really trying to push and get more viewers. If you don't know, my name is Jordan, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, there is the user or the whatever the handle down below. And as I finish out, let me see what these last comments are. I think you picked a good option to simplify. Very smart. I think you turned out the best. I actually like him a lot too. I think he's pretty cool. That was cool. Great to watch you work. Wish I had stopped in sooner. Black Walter White, LOL. Well, I stream every Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I think this is the first time I've seen your comments on my stream. So it seems like you're new. So welcome, Quiet. Thank you for jumping in. Terry Crews and Mr. Lufa, Tattoo Man, are my fave. Mr. Lufa, is that what you called him? Why is he Mr. Lufa? What do you mean he's not normal? Wait, what? Did I say someone was not normal? Anyway, bye, Jordan. I'll see you again the next 3 months. Yeah, please drop by in 3 months. I'd love to have you on the stream. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Like the video, comment, subscribe, or don't do any of that stuff if you don't want to. I'm not your boss. Anyway, guys, have a great night. Thanks for joining me. Peace.